I have won about 5 Grammys. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
I win about 5 times. This one is just a big one, and I get to go on stage. And I went on stage and I said Virgin Islands in the smallest country. I was a ghetto youth, a project kid with a DC average. I graduated from Charlotte and Mali with a father that you didn't think was good enough to sit next to you. That made children that went further than all that.
Just need a big bag, a big bag. I'ma get it so fast, I'm so fast. And when I get that money, I'ma make that last. Caribbean currency, we make that money last. We make it last. I just need a big bag, a big bag. I'ma get it fast, get it fast, get it fast. I just need a big bag, big bag. I just need a big bag, big bag.
Welcome to another episode of Caribbean Currency. I'm your co-host Kyle. I'm here with my co-host Redman. And today, we have an amazing guest, a pillar in the community, a legend in the Virgin Islands community and throughout the world. Not just the Virgin Islands community, but a son of the soil. Grammy Award winning from a little 32 square mile island called St. Thomas. Today we have none other than the legendary Theron Thomas.
I'm gonna clap for that. That was an intro there, boy. Easy.
Large up yourself, brother. What you saying?
Man, everything blessed, man. I'm happy to be here.
Man, I'm happy to have you, brother.
Before we start, the reason I had to do the introduction is because I don't leave out Sony. You know what I mean? So, Sony and the ones on
Yeah, big up to my girl,
Thank you,
Sony.
Redman. Thank you.
Right, Sony.
No.
No, you went straight to Tehran. Sony and the 1 and 2s. And before we get to our brother Tehran, I just want to shout out our sponsors, Royalties Unlimited.
Boom.
You know, guys, we looking fresh. There's a man said this. I thought this was my dress, you know.
No,
That's how you know.
But
Burberry. It's Burberry.
that's my dress.
Yeah,
That's my dress.
You know, I come up poor, so me know nothing about. I know about Gucci. So me know about Burberry. You know what I mean?
Royalties Unlimited.
Right,
We love
you know
the
what I mean?
VA. You don't
Yeah,
know.
definitely.
Large up the thing.
Big up the thing. I just wanted to say that. So yeah, my brother Tehran.
What going on? Look, so first of all the podcasts I have done thus far, somebody reach out to me, reach out to my manager, reach out to my assistant or something.
Right.
I've been running down Redman.
Imagine
Like,
that.
yo, Redman could show you the text to leave. I personally, Theron Thomas wanted to do this podcast.
Amazing.
This is a international podcast done by Virgin Islanders. I don't want to say a Virgin Islands podcast because it's not just for Virgin Islanders. It's a international podcast done by Virgin Islanders, and I am a Virgin Islander, and I am very, very proud of where I'm from and my people, and I definitely wanted to be here and, you know, come talk some shit with the man. You know what I mean?
Definitely, bro.
You know, like,
Yo, that means a lot coming from you,
Definitely,
you know,
man.
somebody in the community as well.
And look, you know what make it more special for me is like I remember being youth. You know what I mean? Like, and I just never envisioned this. You know what I mean? You could not tell me this. You could not sit me down in the ghetto. You could not sit me down in housing. I said, "What? Tehran will be a Grammy Award winner and Redman and Kyle. You going to interview him?"
Yeah.
You shut
Imagine
your mouth.
that.
Fuck you talking about? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Even if you have believe it, me, I was like, you talking. What's a podcast for one? You know what I mean? And for two, we gonna do what?
Yeah,
never. You
exactly.
know what I mean? So it really, even like, and big up to everybody in the Virgin Islands, you know. But you know, like in the community we come from, again, like a braggadociousness with, you know. Even when we poor, don't have the best shoes, don't have the best clothes. We get like this sense of pride from being from
For
ghettos
sure.
and housing.
For sure.
It's like we the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Even if we broke, padding up money, it just get a pride to it, you know what I mean? So to see like I'll come to like fruition without even thinking about it or even manifesting it in our mind. Yeah. And maybe we was and didn't know that we were manifesting it.
Yeah. I know
You know
what
what I
you
mean?
mean.
For me, it's like, wow. Damn, we here, my son. Wow, we right here. You know what I mean? So
We
that's
here.
like a dope thing for me to even be a part of. And yes, you've been running me down about the podcast.
I've been
But
running.
you want to know what's crazy? We start this podcast, right? And the same way I like Red, we need to run it. We need to run. You know what he said? We ain't ready. Because we respect her so much.
Oh,
Same
man,
thing
thank
with
you.
Pressure.
Yeah,
We
I
respect
understand.
her so much. We want to make sure that we were ready.
Wow.
And show her you like we committed to this.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
ain't just talking about this thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
man.
need to make sure all our lighting good, our
Yeah.
cameras good, everything good
Yeah.
before we reach out.
Yeah.
Because we respect us so much and we don't want
Yeah.
you to feel like you step down to do something for we. I want to see like, yo,
Yeah.
we so driven and passionate about this thing, and we're so grateful for I to come and bless us on our podcast.
I respect that so much, and I appreciate that. But I would never say like anything for Virgin Islanders. I don't never think is a step down, because with all due respect to where we come from, I love where we come from, but we do lack certain resources that the rest of the world may have.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So there may be some young dudes that only get an iPhone.
Yes.
And it may, I might have just had an iPhone.
Yes,
I remember
yes.
I do a podcast for some young ladies that were trying. They wanted to do a podcast about loving your body, and they were big girls and they wanted to do it. And I do it not because they were like, I feel like obligated, or like they're from the Virgin Islands, dog. And I was like, we need to shine a light on each other, because what I have learned, success comes from seeing it.
Yeah.
You got sometimes you gotta see things to believe it.
Yeah.
So there might be 2 black girls home, 2 young girls, bigger girls, feeling some way about themselves. I may see these 2 girls interviewing me and say, why, if them 2 girls could do that, I could do that.
Yeah.
There might be 2 man from home right now, ghetto man, house man, Savannah man, wherever they're from, saying, I didn't even know that this was a possibility. I didn't even know this is something we could do. I didn't even know this. A show now, but use the word podcast. I didn't even know this was a possibility. So I think it's very, very important as Virgin Islanders that we keep spreading our wings and we keep openly celebrating one another, especially when we do positive things. You know what I mean? Because it, like, for the youth them and everybody coming up, and even for adults, there's some people who have dreams and stuff who might be like, man, I ain't sure. That might see a man who is like, yo, I always tell people, even if you want to hate on me, Theron is gap. Even if that's your take, here they say, that don't bother me if you using it to fuel yourself in a positive. Hey, wait, this man ain't even that good. I don't write way better songs on this man. Perfect. Get up every day, use that, keep writing way better songs on me, and elevate, because I feel like nobody can take what God have for me. So I don't worry about people that have negative things to say. Like, yo, my boy, God have a plan for my life that I don't even know what it is. So I know you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't worry about that.
Definitely. But yeah, man.
Yeah, it was like, and like Kyla stated, man, it was just like, first, when we decided to do the podcast, like, we know we had, stars in our proximity that accomplished great things, and we were just like, like, if we're going to create a platform to show the world who our stars is from our perspective, and like how we see them, because people going to see how you different than how we personally see how you.
Yeah,
being
exactly.
That we grow with how you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want us to make sure that just as much effort that they put into their craft to become who they is, that we got to have the same zeal and the same passion and the same attentiveness. And I get to see just from being around just like watching you write songs, watching Pressure write songs, watching Voice work, watching how Benny that manage situations, you know what I mean? I know it take like a certain level of like, determination and like, business, just really try and make it happen rather than like a loosey-goosey thing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to feel like we were to that point because, I don't know, maybe some dude in Jacksonville don't see you like a giant, but I see you like I couple years behind you, but I see you like a giant, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though when we interact, you don't move like a giant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just have enough self-awareness, like, yo, in the moment we in right now, like what these man doing is big. It big. Like, you could go around it however you want. Pressure going to South Africa and then people going on like that for him, South Africa is big.
No,
These
it's
things
huge.
is huge. You
It's
know what I
huge.
mean? So I want to be, I taking in the moment, but at the same time, I self-aware of the moment and making sure I giving the just due to the people who even give us a heart that. Because, dog, before you even write your biggest song or even do something with 2 Chainz or Adam Levine, right? None of us didn't know this was possible.
Yeah.
There was no example.
Until you make it possible.
We never
Until
see this
Pressure make
before.
it possible. You know what I mean?
We never see it.
Bro, we never see. It was never done.
Yeah.
There's no example.
You know what I mean? That's a heavy burden to carry, like, you know?
I don't find it as a burden. I mean, you know, I think my father had the burden.
Are you struggling with having bad credit? Is having a bad credit score affecting your ability to get approved for the things you need in life? Well, guess what? I could help you out. I could get all those negative items removed if we're talking about inquiries, late payments, collections, charge-offs, repossessions, even bankruptcies. We could get those removed from your credit report. Go on www.credible-source.com and fill out an inquiry right now so we could get you to a better credit score so you could get approved for the things you need in life. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
I think my father carried a burden. I think I was always under the protection of my parents. I had great parents, you know what I'm saying? And my father always make me feel special and powerful and smart and amazing and confident. So no man could I ever make me feel like I was in his shadow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The greatest man that ever lived to me was my father. And he do a great job at that. You know, my mother was always loving and, always supportive. So I never really feel like nobody was better or, you know what I'm saying? So I would give all the praises to my father for instilling that confidence in me and making me feel like, hey, nobody better than you, you know. and the funny part is nobody better than you doesn't mean that you're better than anyone.
Everybody, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It just means nobody ain't better than you. Yeah. You know what I mean? You are, I always say like, in life, I always say to like my kids and thing, out of all the people born is a 4 trillion and something chance that you are here. They say it's gonna sound scientific and weird, but when the sperm swimming, you have a 4 trillion point something chance of you being born.
Right.
And you make it to your mother egg, and you, Kyle, and you, Redman, are here on planet Earth. If you don't think you special for just that alone, you missing the mark. Because I feel like we think fame or somebody being the most known person in the world, but Jay-Z had a teacher. Jay-Z had a mentor. Jay-Z had a old man that was, and every time he walked by, this man would be like, hey, young blood, do this, da, 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 da. We all have people that we encounter in our life that they may not feel like they as important, but everybody that I have encountered is important to my journey. The good part, let me tell you something. The people that break my heart, I appreciate them and I love them because they teach me how to avoid certain things. The people that uplift me and make me a better person, I love them and I appreciate them. So with me, it's like, and I always tell people, I don't annoy the heck out of my wife because I always happy. No. I mean, even during turmoil, when it's like, okay, Theron, you should be really upset. And it'd be like, adulting hard, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what a person going through. And honestly, I wasn't always this way. I've been miserable and I've been doubting myself and I went through hard time. But it's like, dog, everything that I have ever wanted in my life, I have today. Everything, to the point that I don't even know what I should do next. Everything that I do now is the bonus round of life, dog. And I don't think everybody could say that.
Right.
I married a girl I wanted to marry. I get it. I get the amount of kids that I say. I live in the house that I wanted. I have the career I wanted. I'm making, you know what? I'm making more money than I thought I would ever make in my life. I can't even believe that I don't make the money that I don't make. Writing songs. The things that we used to do on the desk. Freestyle. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid that couldn't spell good. I still can't spell good to this day. If you follow me on Facebook, I don't use punctuation. No, I saying this here to say that
Probably driving June crazy.
No. I am not a perfect specimen of a person. I'm a person that's still figuring it out. But I found something that I loved, and I became so good at it that it made my flaws not look as bad. Because I flawed, we all are. But I so good at something, sometimes people don't even realize, but wait, man. I realize this man spelling this word wrong every time he write it. This ain't a mistake. He think the word spelled that way. Yeah, and I at a point in my life where I'm unapologetically okay with who I am. I am trying to be better, yes, but I ain't mad at the point I am at today. Today I don't know that word. Today I don't know this. Today I ain't good at that. Tomorrow I might be. You know what I'm saying? So, I just Man, I just in a good space in life, man. I happy, I healthy, I feel incredible. You know what I mean? And I doing incredible shit coming from home. You know what I mean? I win Songwriter of the Year. I was the first black man in history to win it.
Right.
First of all, the award the award was created last year. Last year I win Record of the Year with About Damn Time with Lizzo. And I was like, man, I didn't get to go up on stage. But even last year when we win, cause my father had just kind of passed, like it was like about like 2 years old. So my boy, where I was sitting up in the, not too far in the balcony, but I was sitting up. So I would have had to run down to run up on stage. And they say the name of the song. And I just turned my head and my wife is like, babe, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, I'm so happy. I was so happy. I can't be, I come up with About Damn Time with Lizzo. My boy went in the basement of my house. And I'd just be thinking and they say, these songs, these melodies, these ideas, they don't exist. And then they'll hit my head and then they'll sing them and then the wall will sing them and embrace them and like them.
Imagine.
And everybody don't have that privilege. A lot of people making music and a lot of people don't have 60,000, 100,000 people singing, screaming a song to the top of their lungs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That you gave birth to in your basement.
in my basement, in just out of my head. You know what I mean? And for me, it's like everything going on with me, dog, I wasn't meant to be here. What I mean I wasn't meant to be here, I was a DC average student. I used to get in trouble all the time. My mother used to bust my ass. I used to get in trouble all the time. I wasn't no street man, but I was in mischief. Let's just say that. I was in mischief, dog. And I didn't know what to do with this. And then if you talk about my family, I would be the black sheep. My mother have 2 children, but I was the one that, if my mother was stressed, it was me. If my father was yelling, it was me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody broke something or do something, it was me. It was if they needed to come up to school and the teacher had a problem and the principal needed to see them, it was me. So I was used to breaking the rules, and it's weird. I know I would give my parents a hard time. And I know I give them a hard time. But I think me being a rule breaker is why I'm successful.
Yeah.
I feel like the rules were created for people to stay in a certain place. But I was the kid who were like,
That don't make sense.
I don't make sense. You know how I feel? It makes sense to you because that's your opinion and that's you. I like this movie, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. And he'd be like, if you were me, then I'll be you and I'll use your body to get to the top. You can't stop me no matter who you are. And that's one of my favorite quotes out of the whole film because I really feel like that. You might be like, yo, Theron, you can't do that. No. You can't do that.
Facts.
Not only can I do that, I probably already done do it. You can't stop me. My family know it, my kids, and I feel like that's the example that I want to lead. Once my mind set, there's nothing but death that could stop me from doing that.
So that level of confidence that you had, right? Even at a young age.
Yes.
Some parents could either hone in that confidence and tell you like, no, this is the real world, this is how the real world works. Or some parents would say, you're right. You could do anything you want to put your mind to. Talk a little bit about how your parents used to deal with your confidence and your extra level of confidence that you had.
I mean, I would say sometimes my parents would try to hold back my confidence based on the fear, based on you could only see as far as you could see. You know that kind of way? So my parents and their lifestyle and what they know, they only knew what they know. And they did the best that they can within trying to protect me from the wall and myself.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. They also lift me up. They also, when I was younger, girls didn't like me. So the first woman to ever tell me I was handsome was my mother. Girls wasn't like, oh, you so handsome, Theron. Oh my God. No. I have my whole, you know what? I just started hearing I was handsome in my, I dead serious. I hear I handsome from my wife. My wife always would be like, oh my God, I think you look so cute and you so handsome and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But before that ain't something girls would say. I was funny.
Yeah.
I was talented. But my mother, oh, mommy, son, you so handsome. You look so good. Look at that outfit. And she said it enough till I was crazy enough to believe her. I wasn't a good singer or good rapper or good dancer or good performer. My father was like, the man you bad. The first time my father tell me write a song was like, hey, go in your room and write me a song. I went in the room, I write a song, I come back, I sing it to him. He said, you keep acting like you can't write song. The man, you hear that song, that's a bad song. He said it enough till I believe him. And still guide me in the times when I wasn't as good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to tell people, my father make me and my brother rehearse 2 hours a day. So before I could come outside and play with people, right, my father would be like, hey, in the living room and housing, hey, give me the show. And me and my brother would be like, no, give me the show. And we perform. He'd be like, that's Gab. Nobody gonna clap for you. I ain't gonna get no place with that show. I's your father, and I love you, and you can't make me stand up.
Aye.
And then we would go hard, and then he would stand up and he said, see, that's how you supposed to do it every time. My boy, me and my brother don't really rehearse now, you know. Yeah. We'd do the show and people would be like, man, I show crazy. That's because my father make us perform 2 hours a day, every day. We didn't have no shows coming up, nothing. Yeah. And I talking about from the time we were singing till we graduate from high school. Yeah. My father was like, oh, yeah. I want to go to that party. I want to use a car. Cool. Let me see the show. Oh, God, man, daddy, man. Let me see the show. So it was like he wanted us to be prepped and point at all. And, you know, my father wasn't a rich man. He didn't have a lot of money, but he was the greatest man because I had to tell people, you have in life, if you want to be successful, you have to invest in something. Something. Mark Zuckerberg invested in Facebook, you know, Bill Gates, Microsoft, you know, they invest in something. My father invested in us, you know. After a while, by the time, when we get our first money, we buy our parents a house. My parents ain't walked since what? 2008? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could invest in something. And my father had seen me and my brother as Coca-Cola and McDonald's and Microsoft, and he was like, I could say whatever I want, but you see them two? Yeah. Them, I know I make something special. Yeah. I know it. Yeah. Nobody can't tell me nothing. I know them two, they special. We didn't know we were special. We didn't even think we were special. And that man was like, he was dead serious. And to the point, he said so much. And now I believe it. So you can't tell me I ain't special. Exactly. Because guess what? I hear it too much. You lying. You don't know no better. I mean, like, yo, it sound crazy. I had crack jokes and thing on Facebook and people are laugh. But I mean that I'd be like, yo, girls who is like, you ain't cute, they don't have, if a girl is like, Theron, you ain't cute, you don't have good taste. I know you have ugly furniture in your house. That's a fact. There's no way. Yeah. There's no way. Why? Because I just believe in myself too much. Yeah. You can't waver me. Yeah. It don't matter. My weight, my belly, skinny, tall, short, it don't matter. When I walk in the room, nigga, I know Theron arrived. I don't feel like there's anybody else in the room. And I've been in the room with the most famous people in the world. With man who is sex symbols. And I don't feel like when I standing next to somebody else that I am any less than who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I still could celebrate the fact like, yo, dude, that's Hove, man. That's crazy. But I don't feel at no point that Jay-Z better than me. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like nobody like better than me. I just feel like we all here solving our purpose, whatever that purpose may be.
A lot of the time when people hear you talk about like your father and like your home life, it kind of like revolve around music. And I kind of want to ask you like, kind of like, what outside of the music with your father, like what I was like?
Oh man, you know amazing. My father used to take me and my brother every place. And when I mean every place, my father used to like to go Old Tutu to gamble. So we'll be in Old Tutu, my father in the gamble game. My father, that man is all day, that man smoking can. My father want to play ball. We on Old Tutu all day, that man playing spades and whist, betting. And me and my brother going every place, every hood, every project. It don't matter what they're doing, you know. Listen, if we in Smith Bay, every drug deal, every man are selling, we right there with my father. And my father is like, yo, if you do something, say, my father is like, you know why them man do that? Them man do that because of that. I remember coming to the house, and my father had 6 pounds of marijuana in duffel bags in the closet. Just loose weed, not compact, just.
Yeah.
And we were like, I was 13 years old. And my father said to me, hey, I know all our friends them smoking can, that's the cool thing to do. If I want smoke can, I could smoke with me. Because if I catch our smoking weed with our friend, I'm going to mash up our little mother's country. Understand me? That's what the man say. Me and my brother's like, yes, daddy. I never smoke weed.
Yeah.
I never smoked weed because at 13, I had believed my father would have come in front of all my friend them and tear my ass. Yeah. And I didn't think it was cool to smoke weed with my father. Yeah. So like,
I go that now.
I just don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? My father never hide nothing. My father was a great man because I know all his imperfections.
And he never tried hide them.
He never tried hide them. He never tried make me feel he was bigger than what he was.
Yeah.
So, well, you know, when you said that right, I feel like a lot of us, there are a lot of people who grew up, when we grew up and when we grew up, they have fathers. Then they had those of us who did have fathers. But our fathers were so non-traditional. I went down, my father took me everywhere. I saw everything. I've been on every camp, with every drunk, every crackhead, and every dope dealer. And I feel like, when from the outside looking in, it'd be like, why you have your son there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then for me, I get to see people differently. It's like I cool with a crackhead.
Yeah.
Like I cool with a drunk. I cool with a dope boy. I see different aspects of life where I could see the humanity in somebody without judgment. And it kind of like give me that vibe that I have now when I walk in a place. So what would you say to like people who are like, do you think, like, no, because you wouldn't, I don't, my children live in Bumblefuck, Pennsylvania.
Uh-huh.
They will never see what I see. Like, me doing what my father do. Yeah. You know what I mean? But people would judge your father, not know because you turn out how you turn out, you know what I mean? But just on generally, how you feel about that? Cause I don't struggle with that, you know, like, did my father really do the right thing or like, but
well,
I feel like he give me things that I needed.
I feel like I can't change what my father do and didn't do.
Right.
God give me the father that he give me. I had love him.
Right.
How the world had feel about him, I could give 2 fucks and a bottle of water. How they care. You know what I mean? So I would say this. For somebody, it's like, well, I feel like your father do a bunch of wrong. I turn out super right. So whatever he do, work for him. You got to do what work for you. My parents was together. My parents never been married, you know. Yeah. My parents get married literally, I want to say 11 days before my father died.
Oh, wow.
They were together for 43 years. They never been married. Hey, that was their relationship. I've been married for 15 years.
Yeah.
That's my relationship.
Right.
I don't think that what my parents had was any less better than what I have.
Right.
I don't think that my parents' relationship was wrong in no sense. They were the example that I see a love, and I was like, man, I wish I get something like that in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my father taking me to places and showing me things, I think is the best thing he could have do for me. My kids, I wouldn't take them to the places because that ain't my life.
And that ain't your environment.
That ain't my environment. My father went to jail for 5 years. My father take me to work. My father was homeless at 16, was raised by his stepmother, kicked out of the house. His real father never mess with him, never fuck with him. My father's last name is Thomas, but his father's last name is Griffith. I still don't even know why our last name is Thomas, because I don't know who the fuck Thomas is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that was my father's last name. My father's name is Miguel Angel Thomas. My father, everybody call my father Kibo, because when them man were young and Malcolm X and all them man were talking about that, them man look at African book and say they didn't want the slave name no more. And they all come up with African names. And my father say, I pick Yakibo. My mother called my father Yakibo. And everybody started calling him Kibo, from the homeless 16-year-old boy that used to thief, that went to jail, that come out of prison and say, me will never go to prison again because I don't want ever miss nothing of my children.
And that goes back to environment. Can I remember back them time, being a father and having your children around wasn't a popular thing.
That wasn't popular.
That wasn't a popular thing. The popular thing was have children here, there, and everywhere, and you see them when you see them. So your father, he had that option where he could have been like, I gonna check them out whenever, or I going down the road for whatever reason, they coming with me.
Well, my father grew up with no love, and when he meet my mother and us, he finally find love. You gotta think, he original mother had given him up. His stepmother was abusive. His real father was abusive. They didn't mess with him. They kicked him out at 16. So my father had always feel like nobody really had love him. And then he had my mother and he two son them, and he was like,
I ain't gonna love
they love me, and they love me even though I flawed.
Yeah.
My boy, my father do crack. My father was an alcoholic. I could sit there and tell you, my father wasn't a perfect man. I love every inch of that man. Yeah. You know, I learned too when my father passed. People that you love when they pass, you don't remember the bad things about them. That's why to tell people, yo, dog, I don't get mad. I don't get, because I'd be like, dog, I know my father do some things that were wrong. There's things that my father did that in that moment I thought they were bad. I get mad. I went in my room. I cry. I was like, yeah. And as a grown man, I find it funny, and I think it's one of the best stories I have of him. Mm-hmm. Right. One of my favorite memories of him. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite memories of my father that I tell everybody is the day my father tell me he does smoke crack. Mm-hmm. I in high school. I am about 17 or 18 years old. My father used to walk around the house in Fruit of the Loom white drawers. He in the room. I out in the living room watching TV. My Charlotte Amali uniform by myself. My father come out. Hey, Theron, you're going to hear some things about your father in the street, and I don't want you to hear nothing about me from other people. I rather you hear it from me. Okay? I said, okay, daddy. Your father smoke crack. Love you. Walk back in the room.
You just sit down and walk off. However you take it, you take it. Yo.
He's serious, right? Yo. And what I learned is, you can't fault a person for honesty. Mm-hmm. I had love his honesty. To another child, to another youth, to another person that grew up in an environment, it might have been toxic for them. Yeah. I can't speak to another man's experience. I could only speak for mine. Now, as far as my children, my father protected me, guided me, and made me a better man. So, not that I won't take my kids in that environment. I am not in that environment to take them.
Yeah, exactly.
My father had lived in that environment. We had to walk through housing every day. I remember when Mango get shot and dead. I was dead. That's the first dead body I ever see in my life. I was 9. Mm-hmm. So, we had lived in that environment. He had to find a way to parent us through the obstacles that he had. Well, my father's obstacles aren't mine, yes, because he created new obstacles for me, better obstacles. So my kids have a new place to maneuver. Yeah. So I teach my kids new things. So it's not about like, oh yeah, my dad was bad, or my mom was bad.
Right.
They were in the environment. Yo, most of we from home. Yeah. We is Project Youth. You know what I'm saying? What I love about the Virgin Islands, we don't really have a big separation. We don't have an upper class, lower class, middle class. Everybody does hang with each other. Ain't no place else to go. Yeah. I don't care who you is, the billionaire that own the yacht that does live up on the hill, his children swim in the same cookie point with the youth man them from Savannah. Yeah. If you want to swim at Cookie Point. Yeah. Hey, if you want to go to the grocery store, you're going to the same grocery. It ain't really no separation. You know what I'm saying? So I love the Virgin Islands for that. You know what I'm saying? Like how people were mingling with people and they didn't know they were mingling with people. They didn't like, I don't know who you is or what you to do. That's why I never to judge people like I to judge you by your actions, not half of who you is. Yeah. Because I met some celebrities that is like, man, I fuck with you. I met some celebrities like, you's a dick. Yeah. I never want to hang around you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I go in the studio, I do my job, and I was like, yeah, you will never be around me, dog. Yeah. You ain't my type of people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with if you famous or I don't care. Yeah. Oh,
it's crazy.
So like, wow, when your father, I mean, I know you guys were young, but like when he not even when he decide, when did you commit to his decision that you were going to be entertainers, songwriters, or whoever y'all going to be, because he had the vision before you had the vision.
I can't say that I know an exact moment to tell you that I.
Because he used to force you to rehearse.
Yeah,
So
he forced me to do it at first. Then we start to love it. Then it become like in my DNA. So when I was trying to make it to music, the scariest thing to me is like, I don't feel like that no more. But I used to feel like, and this used to be my biggest thing. The only thing at a point in my life, the only thing I was ever good at was music.
Right.
And that was scary for me because I was like, if this don't work, I can't cook. I wasn't that good in school. I didn't think I could go back to college. You know, I wasn't business savvy. I didn't feel like I was an entrepreneur that could. I was like, but you play a beat, can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, this have to work, you know? And music working out gave me the confidence to be like, oh yeah, man. Music, my wife, my kids, because like, I never used to read books and shit. I would never do none of that. None of that. All my songs come from real life living moments that happen.
Yeah.
And I remember we were going to Puerto Rico. My daughter were playing in softball, and we were flying Puerto Rico to watch her play. And it's the first book I ever read, and I can't remember the title right now, but my wife was like, yo, you keep saying you don't like to read, but you just ain't find something you like. Let we go to the store. And I remember exactly when I see the book is a black boy with a machine gun walking down the street with a shot tire around him, an African boy. And I was like, I just had like the cover. They say never judge a book by its cover, but the cover was like, what the heck is that? And I pick up this book and I was like, this the book. She like, that's the book? I like, yeah, my boy. And since then, I don't read books. I don't be on a plane reading. I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel so smart. I ain't gonna be real without you. I ain't even gonna play without you. I'd be on a plane with my book now, and I kind of feel like I better than people. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, like when you just like, I just sitting on reading, and then somebody next to me probably like watching a movie, and I was like,
Are you wasting his time?
like I judging you, like, watching a movie. I'm reading a book,
Lick your fingers and
yeah. Chapter 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it all comes with growth. I think, you know what I'm saying? So with people, man, I just feel like we gotta allow ourselves the grace to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Realizing that the person that you are today, I promise you're not gonna be them in 5 years or 10 years. And it's okay who you are today is who you are today.
Yeah.
Be open-minded to become a new person and embrace new people. And, you know, I literally say on Instagram today, I was like, yo, you know, Drake have the song No New Friends. And, you know, I love that song. It's a catchy tune. I think you should have new friends every day. Because I think there's different friends for different reasons. If you don't want to call them friends, call them an associate or whatever. But I feel like you should have new people in your life as much as you can. New experiences keep us young. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. The same thing every day, boring. Imagine eating the same food with the same woman, going to the same place every day for the rest of your life, and that's it. You'd be like, what? Nah, so meet new people. Meet somebody that can convince you to be like, yo, my boy, we to go out diving in listen, I ain't gonna dive, but I can come out of the boat and see.
Watch out.
Just, whatever. But be open to see shit that you never thought you would see. Because new experiences brings new energy. New energy brings new ideas. New ideas brings new moments. New moments could bring new wealth, new money, like dog, all of these things. New is good.
Yeah.
New is good.
You talk about people changing, and I know, like, in relationships, like, I want to know, like, because I've been in enough relationships with people, you hear the same thing. Oh, you change. And I'm like, well, how can I not change? How you expect me to be the same person I was when you meet me 5 years ago? You know what I mean? Different things happening. How, in your relationship, like your marriage, I know you went through several changes.
Yes.
You know, ups, downs. Like, how I deal with the changing. You know
I think
what I mean? Because here, right now, to the public, your relationship is perfect.
Yeah,
Like, perfect. She got a perfect man. They making money. he love her to death. He always exalting her. Like they don't get to see their struggles.
Oh man, it
You know
was
what I
super
mean?
struggle. I mean, you know what I'm saying, super struggle. I think change is good, but communication is the key to any relationship. Having the hard conversations on the good days, because when you have hard conversation on bad days, it don't really come off good.
Right.
You know that kind of way?
Yeah.
Like
They
me
gonna
and my
quote that one, by the way.
no,
So
me
I
and my
get it.
wife, me and my
Write that
friends.
down.
Listen, if me and you in the car and we having the best day ever, I feel like it's the perfect time for you to tell me some shit that you don't like about
Yeah,
me.
yeah. You're gonna be more receptive to
Yeah,
it now.
because-
You're diffused
My boy, don't come to me
when you fuck up.
when I fuck up and try to tell me I more fuck up.
Yeah. You're right.
I've been with my wife for 18 years. I yell at her once.
Yeah.
This is not a shot at men, but as a leader, I believe a man should lead by example, and it takes two to argue.
Yeah.
My wife is a black girl from the east side of Atlanta, feisty black girl at the talk with her neck, and you know she's there. When we first start, she wanted to yell.
Yeah.
She stopped yelling because I never gave her the energy of yell. It was like, and that understand, babe, my bad. Give me some time to try to fix it, and I'll work on that.
Yeah. How do you respond now?
Okay.
What else can you say?
I know it ain't no argument. It's like, babe,
You think when you say that, you that give a woman the incentive to say, I'm gonna be like how his wife is, because and then I need you to be like how Theron is, because that's how I gonna stop yelling.
comparing
Instead
anybody.
of saying, well, I shouldn't really be yelling. But no, let me yell. You should be the leader.
should respond like
and
Theron.
then you should
Yeah.
respond like Theron.
Comparing anybody to anybody is the worst thing that you could do because you ain't gonna handle conflict like I can handle conflict.
Right.
I just get to a point in my life
Right.
where I feel like anger don't necessarily help anything. You know, it don't diffuse nothing.
Yeah.
It escalates everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And who you want escalate a problem?
Exactly.
I want to solve the problem. So even though you mad and I don't like your tone, and it really making me like itch, let me hear you out.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know how long I've been making you feel this way.
Yeah.
I probably today was the straw that, you know,
They break the camel's
camel's
back,
back.
yep.
And you can't take it no more. And you lay me have it. Okay.
Get it out.
Bam, let me tell you. And not only that, I gonna say, yo, for future references, please don't talk to me like that. Because you ain't gonna get the best out of me.
Yeah.
And it's with anything, building new habits take time. Do you want to be with a girl you with? Do you want to be with the man that you with? You know what I'm saying? And with relationships, I think is communication. I mean, in the music business, everybody know. Listen, I had to tell everybody, I was a Chick-fil-A of the music business. I in the service business. Give us get. So I had to come in a room, and I don't come in a room and be like, yo, what you got for me? Da-da-da. I'd be like, hey, how can I help you? What can I do? Well, honestly, man, cool. I gonna spend the rest of my day. Who the hell don't want to be around the person that try and make their vision come alive?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about me. This is my job. I here for you. And I think in a relationship, in the sense of trying to please somebody, you gotta realize it ain't about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the person who's like, yo, I don't like to celebrate birthdays. Don't do nothing for me. I just want it to be low key. Yo, respect that person.
Yeah.
You want to make it a big deal, nigga, because you like birthdays.
Time out. I needed that. I'm so glad you said that. I swear to God, bro.
Yeah, so you
I
ain't.
gotta go through this all the time.
Yeah, so
Like,
you ain't trying to party for that person because you trying to do what they want.
Right.
You doing that for you.
yes.
You doing that for you to be celebrated. That's what I always say. When people invite, hey, show up to my party, and I was like, I don't really want to do that. You really want to be my friend? You want to be my friend? Come to the house, chill. Let's go to the movies and bring your kids to hang around my kids.
Yeah.
Nigga, we at a club taking pictures. That ain't for me.
Yeah.
That ain't for me.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't mind coming to the club if that's for you.
Yeah.
But are we ever going to do the things for me?
Yeah.
That's what our real friendship is.
It's about give
Our
and take.
friendship is give and take. So, oh, you like the club? I gonna show up to your party. Hey, Theron, me really no big movie man, you know. but you's my dog.
Yeah, exactly.
And we gonna sit in here and I gonna watch this movie. That movie was cool. I do it once in a while and I do the club once in a while. But our relationship ain't all that. Give and take in any relationship. Any relationship I in, I willing to give and take. And I don't really stress, dog. Meaning no rush. Meaning no rush to get to the end. I to tell people the end of the race in life is death.
Yes.
Why you not rush for?
I don't understand.
What you trying to be? Or what you so hurry? Why you want to be this so fast? Listen, and again, I cannot say I was like this my whole life. This is not oh yeah, I have always known. My boy, I want to say, I think from like 20, I think this Theron is 2016, 2017. Before that, I was stressing. I would worry about everything. You know what I mean?
What was causing the stress though? Like for me, like what caused me stress, bro, is like being a man and trying to accomplish the thing I'm trying to accomplish, to set up things for like my children and my legacy. That's what stressed me.
That'll stress me too, but then I realized that my kids don't care about the legacy. My kids care about me. They want, you know what I'm saying? I had to tell people, you want to know why I'm so happy? You want to know the secret? I give it to you right now. I selfish.
Yeah.
People don't like to use that word, but let me tell you what I mean. I like to hang with my kids. I don't selfishly do it. I don't do it for them. I don't do it for me. I like to hang with my wife. I don't do that for her. I don't do it for me. I like to make music. I don't do it for anybody else. I don't do it for me. And if you are true to yourself, you will cut out so many things and so many people. So now it's like, okay, you want to be a piece of shit person alone that want to die by yourself at 87 years old? Cool, that's your choice, but you be that. Don't bring people along with your misery. You know what I mean? I want everybody around me to be happy. I want everybody to feel good. Not for me. Not for you, for me. I want you to smile, I don't like to be around screw-faced niggas that just like, you mad? Life can't be that hard. You with me. Life awesome for me. Let's do it. And if life ain't awesome for you, guess what? Let me figure out why it ain't awesome and let's try fix it. Let's not dwell in the shit. Let's figure out how to get out of it. Hey, my boy. Think, hey, everybody, you ain't know my boy. Ain't like, no. I cool with that. I cool with that 1-2 times, you know. Ain't like that. Cool. Why? My boy, I train. Train what?
Exactly.
Why you train? Hey, my boy, you know what? My boy, I get up every day. I write a song every day. I write 7 to 10 songs or more a day for 365 days in a year. And me ain't sell none. I write 400 songs before I sell the first one. Tell me where you train. Because people train in, I take a shot, I miss, I tried, I got back inside. I take 1 million shots and I miss, and the millionth one I make it, and now I understand. Now I understand why we're doing wrong. Now I could do it right a lot of times. Yeah, so I just feel like a lot of the times I don't want to hear the woes every day. I want to hear the woes, you know. I want you to tell me, my boy, this is what I'm going through, man. Cool. Now, if I is your boy, your friend, your partner, how do we fix it? What are your true goals? Because guess what? When you tell me your true goals, I'm going to tell you what you need to do them. When you tell me you ain't going to, you're full of shit. You want to know how I know you're full of shit? Because I'm full of shit too. I've been wanting to have a 6-pack for 15 years. I don't have one. Not because I can't get one, because I like to eat and I don't walk out.
Exactly. That's simple.
That ain't your fault. That ain't the trainer's fault. Nigga, that's something I got to deal with myself. I have an unhealthy relationship with food. I always say, another key for your success is learning to blame yourself first. Michael Jackson, I starting with a man in the mirror, I asking him to change his ways. You know how people say, I'm going to change the world. You can't change the wall. You can only change yourself. And if enough of us change ourselves, the world going to fucking change.
The world will change. Big facts.
So everybody out there saying like, oh yeah, my boy, you want to know what I do to get my wife and me in a great relationship? I change myself. I was like, oh shit, I ain't going to argue and I going to be receptive to her needs, wants, and understanding. I ain't perfect, I gonna fuck up, but I gonna hear what she say and I gonna try to fix it because chances are what she telling me, that's her experience. How you can get mad at a man for their experience?
Yeah.
We go to the same movie. The movie was amazing to me. Tirana fuck with them. How I got mad at you at your experience? That's your experience, my boy.
Facts.
So when your man say to you or your wife or your girl say to you, this is how they experiencing you. You can't be like, oh God, you did it. My nigga, that's their experience.
Yeah.
Okay, how can we, without changing the true essence of myself, how can I make you comfortable with me? Or we may not be compatible.
Yeah.
My wife feel like I too nice.
Yeah.
Not too nice to like, oh, you too nice to girls, you always smart. No.
Too nice, period.
She just think I too nice. Like the waiter come to the thing and he light the candle and I say, oh, thank you so much. She like, why you here to say thank you? I say, because he come over us and he light the candle and I appreciate that he light the candle. Thank you. Yeah, you didn't need to do that. I was like, well, I do it.
Yeah.
I feel good that I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying to change yourself.
Yeah.
I saying to try and understand somebody else's perspective.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a job. You go to work. You don't like most of the people that you work with, right? But you trying your best to collaborate with them at the best of your ability to get to a common goal.
Yeah.
You actually like your girl though.
Yeah.
Collaborate with them to get to the same. I try and get to the same goal. What? Like I would tell people, I'd be like, yo, and I could take a lot more from people because music broke my heart more than anything in this world. Me and Kevin I say music has done to me, said to me, hurt my feelings, dragged me more than any woman, anybody ever in this planet. And I'll never done music. Never. So you know what? You do that, it's all good.
I feel you. So we see Theron in his Zen now.
Yes.
In this place of wisdom, in this place of understanding, in this place of patience.
Yes.
And I know that wasn't always the Theron.
No, not at all.
So I want you to touch on the work you put in over time and just the evolution of Theron, like how it started, like, you know, how hard you say you were shooting a million shots, how frustrating it was when 999 of them didn't go in, how close you was to quitting, you know, because now it's easy for us to say, yeah, just work hard and you're going to get here. But a lot of people don't understand
What hard work
the
mean?
level of hard work it takes for you to get to this zenful place and this understanding and this place of wisdom where you smiling all the time.
Them dark days.
I'm pretty sure there was a time you wasn't smiling at.
Man, my daughter saved my life, man. My first daughter, I never see this all the time. All my kids saved my life, but the first child I had, she saved my life.
Yeah.
I wanted to make it in music, but I didn't want it as bad as I wanted to breed.
Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to make it in music because I had liked music.
Yeah.
When my daughter was born, I know what it's like to be poor. I don't like the way that feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our first house was the house my mother grew up in with 11 brothers and sisters, you know? She had 9 sisters, 1 brother, with 11 of them total. We ended up being in a house. The door couldn't close. You had to tie it with a rope. The bathroom was outside. It didn't have no lights. It had holes in the floor and the roof, and stray dogs, stray cats, and rats used to come. This one dude used to steal our VCR all the time because the door couldn't close, and we would leave, come back, and our VCR, whatever he could have take, was gone.
Yeah.
My mother get mad at my father, break up with my father, went to Dunu. Stay with my aunt Natalie, my cousin Kali Kelly. We stay in Dunu. My father gave us the apartment in housing. When we moved into the apartment in housing, nothing was in it. No stove, no fridge, no bed, no nothing. It was just a concrete box. We were so excited because our parents were back together. And I don't think of all them things. And then I remember being poor and struggling and making decisions that weren't the best decision or smart. I could look back at myself and be like, Theron, that wasn't your best move.
Yeah.
And then my daughter was born. And I was like, if I love my daughter as much as I say I love my daughter, I ain't gonna pull her through. Or I ain't gonna leave her go through what my parents went through. My parents went through what they went through because they didn't know better or had certain resources to see. I have seen so much, and I know that so much is possible. you full of shit if you don't go to your best. And I was willing to go back to school. I was willing to work a job. That was the first time that as a man, I was willing to do I was willing to sell drugs. I just being honest. I didn't care what it was. I was willing to do whatever for my daughter, but just so happened I couldn't shake music. So we're like, okay, cool. Hey, big man, get up every day and take one step forward. If you're running in a race and you take one step forward every day, I know it's going to take a long time because think on this. My daughter, I was 21 when my daughter was born. I won my first Grammy when I was 42. But from when she was born, I take one step forward every day until I reach to where I wanted to reach. You know, so my dark days were more just me beating up myself and feeling like I was less of a man and feeling like I wasn't doing the right thing. And my bright days come from keeping the right people around me, people who are like, yo, dog, you're doing your best. That's all you could do. If you're doing your best, dog, it's going to eventually come, you know? And I get up every day and I will walk in. And people who weren't afraid to tell me when I was full of shit. Because guess what? I was writing them 400 songs and my manager, Ray Daniels, come in the studio one day and he was like, man, come on. I ain't been, I dead serious. I ain't been for like 3-4 days. I ain't had a haircut. I had on the same outfit in the studio. And he was like, you just in here with this miserable ass energy, nigga. You ain't writing these sappy ass songs like you want to fucking jump off a cliff, man. This shit, we ain't gonna never make no money with this bullshit, bro. You so talented, bro. You making me sick, bro. This shit is stupid. Cost me out stink. I get up. I was like, damn, he right. I went to my bed, palm the nicest outfit I could have find. I got a haircut. I come back to the studio and I write Music for Love by Mario. And I write that song by myself and I record it. And I was so defeated. When I played for Ray, I was defeated because it was like, I think this ain't good, but every fuck I do so far, I've been trashed. So I was like, hey, what you think about this one? Nigga, this is it. This is what we need, bro.
If Ray didn't come in there and tell you that fuck that he tell you, and you weren't receptive to it, do you honestly think you would have write Music for Love at that point in time?
I don't know. I can't speak, and I will say this. I believe in God, and I believe God will send signs, and I don't look at signs. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. I was about to quit music. My brother moved back to St. Thomas, and I was going to quit music. I was like, this fucking walking, my daughter about to be born. And everybody keep telling me, you so dope. And I'm like, I know me that dope, dog. Me making no money from it. Something wrong. And if somebody would tell me what wrong, I think I could fix it.
Yeah.
A dude named Michael, because I used to write like love songs on them. A dude named Michael is like, yo, bro, I want to sing some of your songs, bro. You talented. I'm like, what? I'm going to come by your house. I want to have a meeting with you. Okay, he come by my house with Ray. I don't know Ray. First day I ever meet Ray in my life, Michael says to Ray, in my house, hey, bro, remember the two niggas I told you about in a group? They brothers from the islands. This the one, bro. He dope. To equip. He said, oh, yeah, I heard y'all shit. That shit y'all niggas doing whack as fuck. That's the first thing the man said to me.
First thing Ray said to you.
And Michael is like, yo, nigga, what the hell are you doing, bro? I said, no. Why? Why isn't it good? And we talk all day. The man spend the night at my house. I don't know this man from a can of paint. He spend the night at my house just telling me, this is why you doing wrong. And I was like,
what you needed to hear.
And I accepted it because that's what I needed to hear at the time.
Yeah.
And I always used to be like, yo, these people gain this. How come I don't have this? I went with Dr. Luke, and Dr. Luke was telling me, I had hits, dog. And I was like, yeah, but how come I don't be celebrated like them, man? How come everybody love Neo and The Dream and Sean Garrett, and I writing songs, I have hits to them, I know, it's like them, I don't even study me. And I meet Luke, and Luke was like, you're good, but you're not that good. What do you mean by that? How can I be that good?
Yeah.
Everything is assigned to me. Rihanna was supposed to be doing a reggae album. I work on Rihanna reggae album for 4 years. She never put it out. For 4 years, everybody, I ain't had no songs come out. Everybody was telling me, yo, what are you doing, bro? You're working with the wrong people. You got to connect yourself. Luke was in trouble. Nobody would do nothing with Luke. Luke couldn't give a beat away. And I was flying to Hawaii and working with Luke all the time. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You need to work with other people. I was like, man, I think this ain't gonna work for me. For 4 years.
What was that attraction to Luke in your eyes?
I attracted to winners.
Okay, but he was in trouble at that point in time. So
Yeah, but he
winning,
was
right?
a winner.
Okay.
He was a winner and he was my friend.
Uh-huh.
And my thing is, I had believed my friend.
Yeah.
Listen, that man say, you rob the Brinks truck. This is what I'm gonna do, Kyle. Between me and you. You rob the Brinks truck?
You robbed that
Nah, Theron. You ain't rob the Brinks truck, my boy.
Okay.
You ain't rob the Brinks truck.
I feel.
Don't make me look stupid, you know. Because guess what? This is how I feel. If you rob the Brinks truck, let me know. Because guess what I gonna do? My son Kyle's thinking about us gonna rob the Brinks truck. Me ain't saying nothing. I know Kyle robbed the Brinks truck.
You ain't confirming or denying.
My boy robbed the Brinks truck. I know he robbed the Brinks truck.
Yeah.
Me ain't saying shit.
Yeah.
But my boy tell me he ain't robbed the Brinks truck. Shut the fuck up. You ain't there. You don't know nothing.
Exactly.
And I know.
Yeah.
Because my boy tell me.
Yeah.
And that's how I had feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I rock with my dog, I rock with my dog. And my dog come out of the slump. And everything that I had believed come true. But during that time, nothing was going on. But this is the sign. I was on my way to Paris to work with Rihanna, and I had a layover and Sierra. Everybody tell me not to work with Sierra, by the way. Everybody said, do not work with Sierra. She's old news, she in this. And I was like, but that's my friend. That's my dog. Sierra to look out for me, I had to look out for Sierra. She was like, man, I working at the studio with J.R. Rhythm, man. J.R. Rhythm come pull up on me. I got into the studio. We write Level Up. I leave the studio. I get on a plane. I went to Paris. Level Up didn't come out for like a whole another year or something. But then I start realizing, I don't think Rihanna gonna pull this album, you know. Damn. I need to pivot. I was at home, worried, like, what the hell? I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I've been cold for 4 years.
Yeah.
Ray, my manager, is like, yo, Theron, I want you to meet this girl. You gonna love her, nigga. She at the studio right now, bro. Her name Lizzo, bro. I'm telling you, you gonna fuck with her. I was like, okay, cool. I say, hey, babe, is a girl at the studio Ray want me meet. She didn't have no hit. She wasn't nobody big. I come to the studio, me and Lizzo talk. We try write a song, it was terrible. I was like, she ain't gonna wanna work with me. We write a bad song. The next day she called me. She was like, yo, man, I just like your vibe. I would like you to work with me, man. Work with me on my album. I was like, cool. I went to LA. I started working with Lizzo. Lizzo blow up, Level Up, come out.
Oh, man.
Doja Cat started to blow up. Yeah. Doja Cat was signed to Luke. I work with Sweet. All these things start to happen.
Alignment, dog.
And the best thing, and I love Rihanna for this because I worked with Ree for the 4 years. The album didn't come out. But I used to believe that I needed a celebrity to sing my songs for them to be big. And after I worked with Rihanna, the first time in my life, I was like, I just gonna work with anybody. You wanna know why? I don't have nothing going on. I don't have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait. You mean to tell me I could write a song for Joe Schmo down the street and still have Rihanna, Beyonce success?
Life changing.
What? I didn't. No. I know that sound crazy. Are you crazy? So wait. What you trying to tell me is I really good. It's a rap.
Up.
You can't beat me now. You can't beat me. Because now, I thought I was good. Luke tell me I wasn't that good. He teach me everything. I was with him learning. And then I wake up one day, like it was random. All my things is random. I wake up one day and I was like, I know what I'm doing. You know how I feel? Learning a new language. Imagine learning a language, then turning on your TV and watching a show in Spanish and saying, I understand what it's saying.
Yeah.
Oh, That's how it had feel. It had feel like
I never learned a new language, by the way.
No.
I don't know.
I don't know a new language, but that was my best example. I know English and I know rock.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know,
Rock.
I know rock. That's a language within itself. You know, but I was like, yo. And the funny part, it was like a great and sad day at the same time because people ask me, oh, Theron, what you don't listen to? I don't listen to music at all. And if I listen to music, it's like old music playlists. We ride in the car, we on a road trip. Because I only to hear what wrong. When you play me a song, I listen in like, man, why you do that?
Yeah.
Why you didn't just do that? It would have been so, oh my God. And it'll drive me
crazy.
No. It'll drive me crazy.
I have a quick comparison, not to cut you off. When I into real estate, so I do a lot of renovations and shit.
Yeah.
So when I go to hotels and I look in the ceiling and I see imperfections in the wall, no matter how nice the damn room is, I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't pay somebody a little bit more money to fix that.
When you know better, it'll drive you crazy. So I'd be like, I'd tell people it's like,
are you struggling with having bad credit? Is having a bad credit score affecting your ability to get approved for the things you need in life? Well, guess what? I could help you out. I could get all those negative items removed if we're talking about inquiries, late payments, collections, charge-offs, repossessions, even bankruptcies. We could get those removed from your credit report. Go on www.credible-source.com and fill out an inquiry right now so we could get you to a better credit score so you could get approved for the things you need in life. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
when you don't know, it's like Benny, one of my best friends in the world. Me and Benny love movies. Benny pissed me off because he started taking acting lessons. No, let me tell you why he pissed me off. Because then he learned everything about film. So now when we watch the film, Benny's like, come on, man. They leave the boom mic there, man. Come on, man. Oh, my God. You could tell he forget his line. Shut the fuck up, man, Benny, man. Let me enjoy. I don't know that. I don't know what's wrong. I still oblivious. Yo, the truth of the matter is ignorance is truly bliss.
Yeah.
I had to tell my wife every day, I said the worst thing that ever happened to me is being woke.
Yeah.
Because now when you woke about shit,
You just see
you just see, my boy, you could look at somebody and be like, how about this? They don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that shit they're doing wrong. Because I know how it affect that group of people or that style of people. Damn, I so mad. It's like waking up in the Matrix, like, fuck. Kind of had like sleeping a little bit.
Yeah.
Because now when I listen to music and people is just like, my boy, this is a bad tune. It's good. But are they going to play this in the next 12 years?
Yeah.
Not that one.
You always been like that or that?
No, I learned that over time, being educated and understanding more about music.
Yes.
Right.
You know, you got to think my talent is a natural talent. My mother, my father, nobody in my family to do music. There's not one person in the history of my family that I could trace. I was like, yeah, I don't sing. I don't make beats. Nobody. It's me and Timothy.
Alone,
Yeah, so, and then I'm no example or nothing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't read, my boy, I don't read music. I don't come in the room and man to be like, you know, it's a C sharp, mate. I don't know what I mean. I literally for a long time have been winging it. And the more I learn, when I start to understand, I was doing that, but I didn't know I was doing that. I just was, this was sound good to me. Now it's like, that sound good to me. But if I just tweak that, move that, it way better. Yeah, that is sick now.
Yeah. So I watched the interview you do with Ray Daniels and his podcast.
Yeah.
And he talked about when he I don't know if he introduced you, but he sent you to LA
To work with Luke. Yes.
Right? So and Luke is the person you mentioned as your mentor.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. So a lot of people might not know who Luke is and who Dr. Luke is.
Producer.
The relationship.
Yeah.
So I just want to see if you could talk a little bit about that.
First of all, Luke is the first white person I know. I grew up in Rock. I probably had 3-4 white teachers in my whole life. Anything I know about white people is tourists. They come in, they leave. Luke is the first white person I ever wrong on an everyday basis that became my friend. we is super close friends. Our kids is best friends. We is dog. So me as a black man doing it my way, knowing my things. When I get wrong, he do things to me that were like, what the fuck up with this white boy, dog? And I get to a place of like, I didn't like that I had feel like as good as I was second. I had feel like I dope, but mean in a conversation. When somebody feel like they need a hit, Theron in the first name you to say.
Yeah.
It's like, you just say, okay, and other people, and you be like, oh, I mean, Theron free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I was like, again, call it ego, call it confident, call it whatever you had. Call it whatever you want. I feel like I was great. And I meet somebody who, when I meet Luke, he thought I was great. He just thought that I wasn't doing it the right way. And I was like, even if he were wrong, he was more successful than me. He had more hits than me. He was further than me. Let me hear him out. What's the worst? Like you say, you do real estate, you do construction, you do fix houses. Imagine somebody that worth $500 million in real estate come to you and say, "I know what your problem is." Instead of being like, "What?"
Yeah.
Nah, be like,
What my problem is?
"Please tell me."
Yeah.
I want to be worth $500 million in real estate, you know? And I just listen and I take in. And the good part about listening and taking in, for me, I listen and take in Theron way.
Yeah.
I never try. No matter how I teach you, you can't do it like me.
Yeah.
You just can't. So I had know that Ollie. That's one thing I happy my father tell me. You can't do nothing like no other man. You could only do it like you. So I take the education, not saying, Luke say, to put it I there, and put it T there, and then put it there. And I was like, okay, now based on how I move, this is the best way for me to accomplish those goals.
Right.
And, you know, I just became a lot better, a lot more focused. You know, it was like, I was a good shot. Like, okay, now I just my aim more clear. You know what I mean? And I doing it at a higher level and a higher caliber. And I super happy and super proud with myself. And it's like, the weird part is I don't think you could call yourself a master or great at something until you could teach somebody else how to do it.
Right.
You know, like when you just like doing something, you're like, okay, show me.
Yeah.
I don't really know how I doing it. Yeah, then you got some, that don't mean you ain't great. That just means you got some work to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel like I get to a point where it's like, you know, I sign in writers and I sign in producers and I sit in the room and I was like, nah, bruh. Boom, boom, bam. You see, I'd be like, okay, you don't believe me? Listen to those 3 songs. Different genres, different artists. What they have in common? That ain't the same thing I just tell you? My boy.
Yeah.
I don't want to make up nothing.
Yeah.
I don't want to argue my opinion with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't argue my opinion with my friends. Guy fun. Like, who's the best basketball player? You know what I mean? I could do that for hours with me and my partner. Them. You crazy? Bro, Jordan. Like, I do that with my kids. Let's argue opinions. Nobody gonna win. Who better, Prince or Michael Jackson? Nobody gonna win. Nobody gonna win. You know what I'm
Prince.
saying? But no, I just saying, but nobody gonna win. But
I just have to point out it.
hey,
Michael
know.
fucking Jackson.
So
I was saying Michael
around with this
Jackson.
man.
they commercial.
They
They commercial.
He's such an oppositionist. He
No.
does like,
Prince. And my stepmother,
name
right?
7 Prince songs.
I don't gotta name 7 Prince songs.
your
I can't name 7 Michael Jackson songs. I just know my stepmother funny, and you know she used to play a lot of guitar and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Prince were playing for me a lot more. And
In
she
the
love Michael Jackson.
but she played
But
Prince in the
I
house.
play a lot more Prince than anything else.
No.
You know what I mean?
Like, but
And
I-
Prince
Shout
really
out
like
Prince.
that.
I love Prince.
But he don't love Prince.
But hear what I say. That's an opinion.
Opinion.
We can't.
Yeah.
Nobody
Nobody right at the end of
wrong
the day.
and
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah,
right.
at the end of the day,
You know what
facts.
I'm saying? So I just the education to me was learning like, okay, why is a fact? A fact is like if certain notes rub together, it just ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because how the scale work and how that'll go. You know what I'm saying? What's a fact is the math is math. 1 + 1 is 2. And you could make something mathematically symmetrical. No.
Terrence Howard have a different opinion.
No, I just say mathematically symmetrical. You know, you could do that. And it doesn't mean that the rules can't be broken, but in majority, the math works most times.
Yeah.
You know, I could show you a song where you be like, Theron, that don't follow them rules you say. Okay, play me 20 songs that sound like that. Now I gonna play you 20 songs that sound like what I saying. That's hits. You play me one song that's a hit, and I play you 20. So wouldn't you say, you know what? I have better chances chasing the 20 than I have chasing the 1.
You know, for me, right? You're 40 plus years old, making songs for 20 years old.
Yes.
How? You know what I mean? Because your air is back in like, Super Cat them time.
Yes.
What you like personally, and then you making hits for my daughter, them who's 14 years.
Well, I have 6 kids.
Right.
And and I also in the business amongst young people, and I just study my craft very well. And I listen and I know the slangs and I know what's coming up and I don't watch Twitter and Instagram and you know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm making music for people younger.
Yeah.
I know that I'm making music for people younger. The funny part is the day I become an adult is the day I have to retire.
Yeah.
The day that I decide, and I don't mean I am an adult, a functioning dad, husband, but the day I decide that I am going to make, like, I just see it all the time. Like, oh man, back in my day, oh man, music used to be like, the minute you start talking like that, oh yeah,
You gotta go.
you're gonna be out in about, you out in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You out in 2 seconds,
Shows
dad.
you ain't evolving.
You out in 2 seconds. You want to know what the future have to do? Come.
Yeah.
Whether you want it to or not. You think AI ain't coming?
Yeah.
Or you don't want AI to come? It coming.
Come in. You could either learn to live with it and learn to walk with it.
The
or-
future coming, whether or not you want it to come or not.
Facts.
We don't control the future. We don't control that. It is coming. So how about this? What I have learned to do is embrace my generation and culture of music. And I have all of that knowledge in my mind. Do I think my generation of music is better? To me, because my generation of music. But if I argue with my 19-year-old, Jay-Z ain't better than Drake, I crazy. And that's okay. So now for me is keep the education and knowledge that I have from the music before, the melodies and the things that live in my head, incorporate it with the new flows and styles of this generation. And when I do that, it sound brand new. It sound brand new. It's like sampling. Not that I sampling, I coming up with original melodies and ideas, but it's like, like, oh man, back then, it used to be more like this. Or let me use that with this and blend them together. And now, it don't sound like nothing. It sound like this new version of something I use like, I don't know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I as a person that embrace new more than anything, I think being stuck in old could kill you, man. Being stuck in old, being stuck, period, could kill you. Yeah. You gotta grow, you gotta evolve, you gotta change, you gotta move. You know what I mean? I coined myself a nomad. I think I love the term. I love that word. I love to sit there. I've been living in Atlanta forever. I could move to LA tomorrow. I could move to Africa tomorrow. I don't know nothing about Africa. Let's go. Let's figure it out. Is what Jay-Z said? Put me anywhere on God's green earth, I triple my worth. It's a certain confidence that a human being have to believe that. Because there are certain people that believe like, I can't do it I can't do it there. I gotta do it here.
And that keeps you in a box.
Me in no box, dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in no box. I don't have no strings on me. I am unstoppable. You know what I mean? And I feel like when you get to that point, I think that's the greatest thing that you could give yourself is a freedom and is a fearlessness. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, like, by the way, and as a man with kids, I could get up and move all my children, wife, everybody, we gone. This ain't walking.
Yeah.
Wait, but let's go. Let's go. You could FaceTime your friend them.
Yeah.
We gone.
Yeah, you ever feel a point and time in your journey, you know, that you know, one thing I know with Virgin Islands, especially when you're trying to accomplish something, I don't care who it is. I don't care. You can't lie to me. You want the love from the people at the Virgin Islands. Like, you want that record. Like, for me, like, I don't care who recognize me in this world. If my people don't recognize me, I feel empty.
Well, this is the thing.
You ever
Depending
feel
on
like that?
it depends on who your people is.
Yeah.
Are my people every person in the Virgin Islands?
True.
My people is my people.
Right. Your tribe.
My tribe has recognized me from the beginning when we were too equipped and we probably didn't sell one
I'll raise
CD.
my hand.
Yeah.
I was the only person in the parking lot when they were performing in Baba Plaza.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
So I went into?
nah, you weren't.
Oh man.
You might have been in the Kyle might have
Yo,
been in for real.
I
yo.
went into.
Yeah, right. It was me, Kyle, Richie.
We go to a place without, like,
Yeah,
we
me,
couldn't go to a place
yeah,
without me, and I can't go to no place
yeah,
without you.
apologies. I like
So
it.
if
was
me
me.
there,
You
I
were
got
there.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
You gonna sit in front of her and lie
Sorry.
to her, you and say,
Apologize.
I was the only person.
No, I'm thinking about it.
You in my
I probably
tribe.
was the only person. I was probably the only person dancing though.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
okay.
put it like that.
Okay,
You know what
I
I mean?
hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
for
one.
sure. Because we're like, who? You know, like, our people ain't gonna be in Barbie Plaza performing. How can we not be there? You know?
At one point in time, I wanted the Virgin Islands people in the sense of I wanted the government to recognize us and I wanted the tourism board to recognize us and
Right.
more so for my father because I feel like those were his peers and they thought he was
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
So it was more like
My father was right.
not only my father was right, this is gonna sound like a backhanded compliment, but it probably is, but my father was a thief, a drunk, and a crackhead to Ayu.
Yeah.
And his sons is the first to have the key to the city. September 27th is our city day. We get an honorary doctorate degree from the University of the Virgin Islands. I is the first black man in history to win Songwriter of the Year at the Grammys.
And the Grammy goes to Theron Thomas.
I have won about 5 Grammys. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
I win about 5 times. This one is just a big one, and I get to go on stage. And I went on stage and said Virgin Islands in the smallest country. I was a ghetto youth, a project kid with a DC average. I graduated from Charlotte and Mali with a father that you didn't think was good enough to sit next to you. That made children that went further than all you.
Hey, and their children.
Well, I don't know about their children. Their children probably could go further than me, but that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be recognized by them for selfish reasons. And I could admit that. But as far as the people, I love Virgin Islands people, my boy. You gotta think, when we get on, our DJ was Delhi, because we were like, hey, our DJ can't be American. No offense. Our cameraman was Tony, because he from home. I have heard so many people say, oh, you ain't do nothing for the Virgin Islands.
I
I'd be
hate
like,
it.
it's okay. It's okay.
I hate that.
No, it don't bother me because people could only base their opinion off of what they have seen. And when they ain't seen it, because guess what?
I think they see it.
No, let me tell you why.
I don't care what you say.
When you listen, no, let me tell
How you do not see Delhi?
No.
How you not see
just,
Tony?
Not just that, but as a kid, I was mad at so many politicians and so many people.
Right.
As a kid, not knowing anything about politics, not knowing anything about government, just knowing that I in this position and they in a better position and I'm mad at them.
Right.
Were they good? I can't tell you. Were they bad? I can't tell you. I just feel they were bad because people were complaining about them. As a kid, I had no information about these people to say, you know what, Senator such and such did actually do something. I don't know. You know, and I only knew what I was told, and I only knew what I heard, and I only knew what I could see based on me. And I feel like certain people, what they see and what they've heard, that's where their opinion come from. And I ain't even mad at you. Because show me a man that don't like me, and I tell you that's a man that never meet me.
Yeah.
If you say, yeah, I don't fuck with that man, you know, that man don't know nothing for you, the man. He never meet me. Because if he meet me and we sit and we talk, and by the way, this is based off a personal experience, people who have felt negative about me and meet me, they're like, yo, dog, me ain't think you would have been like this, man, dog. Man, I really rock with you, dog. Hey, it's our love, man. You could only base your opinion based on the information that you had. And I ain't mad at you. I am not mad about people that has opinions of me that don't know me. I'm mad about people that have opinions about me that know me and haven't expressed those opinions to me.
Yeah.
So you've been around me this whole time and you always feel like I was full of myself and a bad person, and I've been coming around like, yo, Kyle is my dog. And not one time you pull me on the side and say, yo, my boy, I have a problem with you.
Yeah.
I don't know this nigga from a can of paint. And he out there saying, yeah, them mothers gonna never do nothing for rock. I ain't mad at you, my boy. You don't know me. When you meet me, I willing to sit and talk to you for 3-4 hours. And when you walk away, both of us gonna be like, I'm glad we had this conversation. Why? You might teach me. You might tell me it's something I haven't been doing that I can't do. And I might show you and you be like, damn, I didn't know you did that. It's all good, my brother. Yeah. So again, you're looking at a version of myself where it's like, ain't really nothing that really to bother me, man. God bless me too much to be mad. And adulting hard. My kids turning into adults and I watching them be fearful.
Yeah.
I watching them be fearful of like, oh man, my daughter going into her last year of college. My son is the only kid that my son will go to school in Paris, right? And he went to school in Paris, and this year, the year that he do, it was a good year, but some of it were rough. And I think he had certain issues, and he was like, yo, I feel like he had felt a little disappointed in so many things, but you know what I tell him? You were 18, graduate out of school, get on a plane, move to Paris with no family, no friends, learn a new language within a year. You think that was going to be easy? My boy, I couldn't do that. I graduate out of high school and I leave and I come to Miami and I stay with Jason Roberts, my cousin Oshana boyfriend at the time. And I was around Virgin Islands people. Then my brother come. Then I move around more Virgin Islands people. Then I've always had my brother and Benny and John. I've always been surrounded with people that I love, that love me. So when I was getting beat up, I could always go to a safe space. There's no safe space for my child. Yeah. Besides a phone call. And what the fuck I could help you with if you really going through it. Yeah. My boy, I commend you, dog. Yeah. I ain't never do it. My boy, the first time I ever been alone, truly alone, had to be like 2021. Traveling by myself. Getting on a plane, going someplace by myself. The only black man in the room all the time. Around white people. It was a little weird. The white, the American, and they're saying a thing about being racist. It's just like we are completely different culturally.
Yeah. Cultural differences.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to move around you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I say a joke, is it offensive or is it funny? Yeah. Do I need to talk in my accent or should I talk American? Yeah. Oh man, I don't, you know what I mean? And it was very uncomfortable. And I used to call my wife all the time and I'd be like, yo, babe, I just feel lonely. But I know I needed to do it in order to be here. And I commend my wife because I was leaving the house and going all over the world and she was home with the kids and I was out by myself in the studio. And she was back home like, babe, you got this, dog. I know you, dog. You got this. And some days I used to be like, man, I don't know what I'm doing. While doing it, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Even with my confidence now, I am not ashamed to say, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. I think everybody walking around like that man get his fuck so well put together. even with me telling her, I so happy, I ain't really mad. That don't mean I have it together, dog. Every day waking up and I trying to figure it out. And why about to say going to be a hot take and people going to be like, how dare you, you piece of shit motherfucker. But being broke and never being rich, easier was, for me, not for the world, for Theron, was easier to understand. When I was broke, that's all I had known. I was born in poverty, I grew up in poverty, and then I get rich. And then I lose all my money, and then I get richer. And the scariest thing is creating this new lifestyle and having to go back. So every day I get up, I's like, oh man, I don't create this lifestyle for my kids. They live in this type of house, this type of neighborhood. They fly this type of flight. They stay at these kind of hotels. They eat this kind of food. Why if I come home and tell them, man, we got to move into the bad part of Atlanta into an apartment because daddy lose it all. What do I do about that? And that'll keep me up at night.
That's a pressure. You had that pressure when you were
I didn't have that pressure. When I was broke,
We didn't even know what pressure.
guess what?
We
All
didn't-
my daughter wanted me to do was spend time with her. All my kids want is for me to spend time with them, you know.
Yeah.
That's all they want because they don't realize what it takes to keep the life that they live moving. Could they live another life? I don't know, but honestly, I don't want to find out.
Yeah.
Could they live a more modest life? I don't know. I don't want to find out.
Facts.
So I gonna get up every day and I gonna walk. Yo, I win the Grammy the next day. I was like, yo, man, we need to set up some studio sessions. My manager is like, bro, celebrate. I like celebrate what? Let me tell you something. Grammys don't pay you. You don't win no money when you win the trophy. It's a trophy.
Right.
It's just people in the music business say, I good.
Yeah.
But guess what? Next year, somebody gonna win and they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
okay, my boy, you win last year. Whoop-de-woo.
Exactly.
I need to make money.
Yeah.
I need hits on the radio. I need to continuously be a part of the conversation before these niggas start saying, oh man, Theron won that Grammy. He ain't popping no more.
Yeah.
And like you to say, I am 42 in the room with 19-year-olds and 21-year-olds. But you know what I always say? If I'm saying cooler shit than you, nigga, and you 19, you sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, you creating the slangs as you walk. I hearing the slangs after you create them. I ain't creating them. I was like, oh, that's what y'all niggas saying? You should be killing me. I should be like, God damn, bro, this little nigga on my ass. Oh, what am I gonna do? That's what it's supposed to feel like. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, I always tell people, I ain't good at sports. I ain't athletic at all. The music business is my sport. This is my sport. This is my basketball. And I want dunk and niggas, dog.
Yeah.
Why you telling me?
Yeah.
I want poke it half court 3-pointers is what I want to shoot. Yeah, man. I overtly competitive. Don't be like every day. I could love you. Yo, that song partner right nasty. You hear that Redman song? I coming for you, Redman. I coming for you, dog.
Facts.
You should come for me.
Yeah.
Iron sharp.
That's all.
Iron sharpens iron, and it'll hurt me that man would just rather sit down and hate on a man and be like, what?
Yeah.
Son, my boy pressure do a nasty tune, son.
Yeah.
I gotta get back.
Yeah.
I gotta go to it. I got to go hard.
You know,
Not
you know what's easy? For others, clearly not for you. But what's easy is I just win a Grammy. Let me stretch out there and cool out and relax, guys. I win in life.
you wanna know why the thing is? I confident and all of that, but as a black Caribbean man in America, every room I go in, I don't feel like I supposed to be there. Nobody don't talk like me. Nobody don't look like me. Nobody don't sound like me. Everything about me weird to people, to me.
Yeah.
Everybody get on Cuban links with diamonds and his white gold, and I get on Gucci chain with all gold. Everybody to dress a certain way. Everybody to talk a certain way. Everybody have American accents. Everybody young. I do young too, but this is me trying to relate to you.
Yeah.
My natural voice is this.
Yeah.
in my job, what I do for a living, there is no place in the business where I feel like I belong there.
After all these years.
Nope. And guess what? Caribbean music ain't big music. And even when you do Caribbean music, Jamaicans don't be like, Jamaicans is like, we Jamaicans, my boy. Reggae is our culture. Yeah. And as a Virgin Islander, every place I go, nothing is my culture. Yeah. Soca ain't my culture, reggae ain't my culture, pop ain't my culture, R&B ain't my culture, hip-hop ain't my culture. Every genre of music I doing is somebody that could one day remind me, nigga, you ain't from New York. You don't know how this go. Nigga, you ain't from Atlanta. Yeah. You from the islands. Yeah. And because of that, I am humble and grateful every chance because I feel like one day them I'm going to say, nah, we ain't going to invite you. You can't come back. Mm-hmm. And like some people like, there's a lot of Americans who have Caribbean, like Nicki Minaj, Trinidadian, right? Yeah. But she really from New York with a Trinidadian family and they go visit Trinidad. Yeah. When Nicki Minaj talk with a Caribbean accent, she do talk with a Jamaican accent. Facts. Busta Rhymes have Jamaican family. No, my boy. Yeah. I born and raised in Rock. Yeah. I went to school there. Yeah. My morals and values is of St. Thomas. Yeah. There's shit that people are doing in America to this day that I'd be like, if you ain't Rock, they would have beat up your monoscon for that. Mm-hmm. And man, it's like, bro, that's not a big deal. Yeah, but where I come from, that fuck you just do, you could not do that. Yeah. And I don't, and I can't express that. So I always have to remind myself that this is my job. Yeah. I always tell people I know I at work, dog. Mm-hmm. And everybody just think, oh, this fuck is fun. And, and people be like, dog. As Virgin Islanders, we have to know that we do not have the population to sustain a celebrity. Mm-hmm. We do not have a culture or a genre that we have created that has made it to the masses. Mm-hmm. Because I watched the clip of Pressure when he was like, people had a problem with him talking Jamaican. What else he would have talked in order to make reggae music? That's their culture, dog. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't go to a man culture and say, nah, my boy. That ain't how it'll go. Yeah. That's how it does go. Exactly. They're going to look at you like, well, we create this, my boy. Exactly. You want to play with it. You want to come to my house, you got to take off your shoes. Mm-hmm.
You know what kind of like, not to stick a knife, like, you went to America right after
high school. Yeah.
Pressure spent a lot of time in Jamaica, bro.
Yes, he did.
We have a lot of Jamaicans that be around us that attack like us. I don't think they're not Jamaican. They just around the lingo so much. You know what I mean? So when you do an interview and you young, for the interviewer who's a Yankee, I don't see nobody else complaining. But when Pressure do an interview with some Jamaicans and his Jamaican twang come out, especially for he just being around, that's the genre he in. Well, it's nothing but Jamaican.
Well, I understand why I don't agree with it, but it's because it's the Caribbean. Okay, right. So St. Thomas being a small island, not only we are a small island, we don't get a lot of backlash from the Caribbean because we American. Yeah, we American. So most Caribbean people feel like I don't have to go. I don't need green card. I don't need visa. I don't have to go through what we go through. You ain't real. I don't understand that real island struggle like the rest of we do. No.
Which is crazy.
I just telling you the way.
I got you. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
That's the way that they feel. So when it comes to the Caribbean thing, we so overtly competitive as it's like going to a party. I is a man and I go to a party, a Caribbean party. That DJ will say that DJ don't say Virgin Islands. I don't care how much fun I had. I could have jammed every girl. All the girl in my jam could say, we want to have a 7-some with you. And we want to take you on a trip. I gonna be like, this party with them. That man big up everybody except for me.
Yeah.
I didn't like this party. Yeah. And no. And the thing about it is that's just the pride and the understanding of who he is.
True.
So Virgin Islanders is like you Caribbean and you using another Caribbean accent.
Right.
But what we need to know is we don't have the population the population of Jamaica is like 3 million.
Yeah.
3 million. Puerto Rico, 3 million.
Yeah.
You need 1 million people to go platinum.
Yeah.
You could go platinum 3 times in Jamaica alone.
Yeah.
When you in Jamaica, in order to go to G-Jam, it's like a 3-hour drive from the airport. There's no place that's an hour to get to in St. Thomas, in St. Croix, in St. John.
Yeah.
We don't have it to sustain. That's why anything a Virgin Island is doing, and I want to say this to the camera, that is positive, that could uplift your child to do something positive. I don't care what accent they use. He could speak Greek. You celebrate that guy, my boy. You celebrate him to the top of your lungs, because we do not have the population. And we need more successful Virgin Islanders in order for our children of the Virgin Islands to see, yo, you could do this here, you know, little man. Because when I was small, the only successful Virgin Islanders I have ever seen before myself was drug dealers and politicians.
Facts.
Facts.
And that is not a healthy thing for a child to experience. So if Pressure wanted to talk Spanish, I don't care. As long as while he talking Spanish, he say, hey, mira, Virgin Islands, speak the fuck Pressure. That's how I feel. Because the way that you talk or the way you speak, the Virgin Islands, we are a U.S. territory, and we are a melting pot of cultures, because we necessarily, all cultures is there.
Yeah.
My boy, Adamoy from Trinidad, he don't sing soca.
Yeah.
It's like, dog, yo, Pampa, he don't do soca. My boy, it don't matter.
Yeah.
You from the Virgin Islands, whatever you need to do to be successful, because before I was successful, I never been successful. I don't know what it takes. I don't know what you gotta do. Hey, you know what it takes to get in the NBA? You know what you have to actually do? My boy, I love Tim Duncan. I had like the San Antonio Spurs. I was the only basketball team I ever I had like the Chicago Bulls, because my father had like Jordan, and I love my father to death. And the San Antonio Spurs, because of Tim Duncan. I don't like no other basketball team, no other basketball player. I don't watch sports. I ain't watched sports since Tim Duncan retired. And if a nigga tomorrow wake up and say, I from the Virgin Islands, I don't care if he say, I shot look, man, I'm from the VI, baby. I just was raised in Atlanta. I'm watching that team until he retire. That's my favorite team. I will buy courtside to that team. I don't care if they're in last place. That's how much I love my people and where we come from, because we don't have the luxury to not support one another.
Right.
Even the niggas I may not like. You know what? You ain't my type of person. We ain't gonna be friends. But you doing something positive for the Virgin Islands?
Clap for him.
Hey,
Yeah.
Theron, I thought you didn't like him. He from where he from. We don't have a lot. I don't have the luxury to hate. Virgin Islanders need to know that we don't have the luxury to hate. In Atlanta, they have the luxury to hate. T.I., Lil Baby, the Migos, 2 Chainz, TLC, Usher, Jeezy, Gucci Man. They have the luxury to be like, I don't really fuck with these niggas. We don't. Voice Rock City Pressure, on an international level, 3 people that all graduate high school the same year.
Come on.
You have the luxury to not like somebody. Hey, big man, I like Banco. I like Peanut. I like Perico.
Yeah.
I actually like their music, but I like them all.
Yeah.
Hey, little nigga, you doing something that could help you get out of the streets? Do it. You building a fan base in the Virgin Islands and hope to transcend it to America? Go. Go. I don't have nothing negative to say about you. Yeah, but hey, I gonna say negative things about you when I see you.
Yeah.
Hey, Peanut, you gotta know, but you could try boom, bam, 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 to be better. Me ain't going to know You think I go in on Zuckerberg internet to go tell people Peanut doing this wrong? Nah, me ain't doing that. We don't have the luxury to hate that. I know it sound. We don't have the luxury to be negative with each other. And I know negativity sells. Negativity is enticing and exciting and inviting, but we too small. We too small. If we had to get in a fight with the Caribbean, we're gonna lose. We're gonna get beat up. We don't have the power. So think on that. Think on that. We don't have the population to fight. But guess what? If we become more successful and it's like Jewish people. It ain't that many Jewish people in the world, but they stick together so much that they run this fuck.
Yeah.
We could be like, hey, we don't have a lot of population, but we stick together so much that we in all kind of pockets where you was like, hey, one thing you can't say about them VI boy and girl, my son, them mothers gonna get somebody doing something.
Yeah.
Someplace.
Right. And that's how we supposed to look at it. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at it. And I definitely wanted to sit on a platform, you know what I mean? Because ain't no other platform would understand that.
Right.
No, I just saying, ain't no other platform that would even matter. It would be like, respect, but how is it like working with Lizzo? You know what I'm saying? And it's no shade to them, but you know what I'm saying? It's important that I say this, like, you don't have to like me as a person. I don't have to like you as a person. But if you are getting up to shine a positive light on any of the Virgin Islands, my boy, when I mean you have my 100% support, I could be like, me and this man getting a fight one day, I don't like this man, and you come in a room, and that man is like, yo, Theron, this dude write this song. Who? Man, I don't really know this man. Play this song. Hey, he from where he from? Me ain't got nothing negative to say. Even if I don't like the song, I wouldn't give my opinion. I just not say nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, let them decide. What do you think? Oh man, I don't really have an opinion on this one. Maybe I gotta listen to it a little more. I don't have enough people to hate. And I've been saying as a black person and as a black Caribbean person, success will get kind of lonely, dog.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound bitter or sad. I am really happy. But when I use the word lonely, I don't mean like, I'm just miserable, sleeping in a bed. Nah, it'll be like, ain't no place I to go that I could see people that look like me, that'll talk like me. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the Four Seasons and see 15 other black families with their children. And I want my son them to be like, oh, you from Haiti, you from Trinidad, you from Antigua, you from Anguilla, you from the Virgin Islands. My dad's from St. Thomas. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. We don't have that.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have that. So you know, and then I don't see black people, period, when you go certain places. You see one, you see two. You know what I mean? And it's always like a surprise. Yeah. I'm tired of being surprised to see people that look like me doing well in life.
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm heavy on financial literacy, right?
Yes.
I have a credit repair company where I fix people credit, get a credit from bad to good.
Shout out to you.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
No. That ain't a shameless plug.
shame.
That ain't no shame. Just a plug. That's just a plug. Plug my boy.
First of all, you need to start at this. This between me
Get
and Kyle.
your credit right with Kyle. A little jingle. One time.
But yo, so like big in financial literacy and like I fixing folks' credit, right? I go through the lounges and the airports and the sky lounges and stuff. I was the only man in there. I was the only man only Caribbean man. Me seeing too much of my people, right? I found a VI.
Yeah.
So I would love to walk in there and see other VI man from housing, from ghettos like myself in these spaces, right? I go into a lot of these conferences for mental development and personal development and these type of things, right? To try to better myself, to be a better inspiration to the youth and stuff. I mean, seeing too much of my people there in them spaces. I seen everybody else care about this information except my people. So I try to I start preaching financial literacy so therefore my folks could do better, be better, so they could end up in these same spaces with me so I ain't feel alone in these places.
No, and I agree, but I wouldn't say necessarily like that people in our community or stuff don't care. Sometimes they may not know that this environment I had to laugh. They might not know that this environment even exists. And I think what you are doing by highlighting it, yo, you might be around a group of man and you could say, hey, it got a conference coming up, me know who want to go. This is why I cast, this is the information. If this is something that you want to learn about or educate yourself about, I go into this thing, you could tag along, let me know, boom, 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 and let more people know about it. And I just think it's always like a positive spin or a way you could maneuver it, you know, and you doing the right thing. You going and learning, and then you coming back and bringing it in. That's why I've been saying, boss, I going in here with Luke and with pop writers and with people that make music, and they educating me on things that I didn't know, and I coming back to people that's like, yo, I know what we've been doing wrong, you know, and I know what we've been doing right, and yo, if we do this and we do this, we could be better, you know. And I think the most important thing is to not hoard the information. Information in your brain only is useful and is useless. Exactly. If only you have it, it's useless. I feel like you know, that's I think kind of like the concept of the internet at first. Information should be shared. We should all be able to share information and understand and learn. So whatever you learn in my brother, the minute, especially something that you really passionate about, when you get around other people, like-minded or non-like-minded, my boy, share that fuck with them, and so them man could know, like, and that's the best you could do. The best I could do is lead you to water. I can't force you to drink. You know, that's it.
Facts.
So let me ask you this. There's a thing that I notice that you do every time that we go out someplace.
Okay. Me?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and this one time, it tickled me so much. Jada Kingdom had a show.
Okay.
And Benny D invited the VI Massive out. So I think, June, you were right? Me, you, June, Pressure, Fliz Up, everybody went. And, you know, we having a good time. Now I'm never like her entourage.
Yeah.
Right? She come on the stage. Matter of fact, even before she come on the stage, everybody was there, right? So we looking around. We having a good time. We both passing. We dapping like, yeah, we here. You know what I mean? Like, boom, cause we, you know, because Ben need a vibe with Jada Kingdom and Voice.
Of
you know,
course.
we get to support. And I looking around and I like, where is Theron, bro? You know what I mean? And I was like filming everybody and I catch you in the corner in your phone. And like I zoom all the way in and you were playing a game. Why you not do that?
I personally feel socially awkward. I do. Okay, so this is the thing. If anybody realize, when you watch me on the internet, I seem extremely extroverted. I like, yeah, but I have a camera in my room right there, but most of the times, people that hang with me realize, but Theron really quiet and really more calm in the corner than I am loud. People, so I find myself to be socially awkward because, okay, I in a room full of Caribbean people. I don't know nothing about what's going on in Caribbean. I don't know Jada Kingdom music. I don't know the new hot song. I don't know, what the dance them is, where the dressing. I don't know what cool, what ain't cool. My environment is a total, completely group of people that I are wrong all the time. If I say something, am I lame? Am I annoying? Am I condescending? So I'd just be in the cut and I'd be like, well, if somebody talk to me, I love to talk. So if somebody come talk to me, I was like, oh man, okay, cool. Well, this person gonna be the one person that I gonna talk to for the night because I know I can't fuck this up. Because you come talk to me and whatever you bring up, that about to be the thing I about to do in this club for the next 2 hours because I don't want no problems. So sometimes I just don't feel like I'd be in my phone, my game. I ain't trying to be cool. I feel like I don't really fit in. And I don't think being out the way is the best way for me to not be on nobody, to get nobody knows.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I feel.
You had one time you went out for your, I don't know, probably your wife birthday. June had a, what a soca thing you do for Carnival?
Epic? Kiss?
Kiss.
In Atlanta?
Yeah, you're partying that night though. That night you had a blast. But every other night, outside of that day, we see you.
So
You play. What a game is you playing on your phone? The one that we like did a fart. That's what it was.
oh, the ball them to come.
Yeah.
It name Ball Blast. I know it's a terrible name. Pause, loose talk, boy. But it's a game named Ball Blast. But you can't find it in the app store no more. It gone.
Yeah.
So it on my phone, so it just there. It's one of my favorite games, and I'd be playing it all day. So it's like, okay, I used to bite my nails really bad.
Right.
Like, so anytime I feel like, I don't want to use the word nervous. I ain't nervous. Anytime I feel anxious, so I'm
Gotta bite my nails too, so I get
in
it.
a situation where I feel like, okay, I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, or and I like to talk. So in this to shut me up. I ain't saying nothing right bite my nails. Well, now I don't bite my nails as much as I used to bite my nails. Now it'll just be like, and I in this thing. I am not trying to tune myself out of the people around me.
Yeah.
I trying to become invisible so nobody's like, I don't want to be the center of the attention, like, oh, you know, I try and be like, yo, if you come talk to me, I will pause the game and I would, but I don't know. Listen, first of all, I don't know what to say to girls. I've been with my girl for 18 years. I've been married for 15. I don't go to clubs. I don't hang out. I don't know. I coming off flirtatious. I coming off mean. I coming off too nice. Am I annoying you? I don't know what to say to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do with you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't my friend and I grew up with you, we don't have inside jokes and all. I don't even know what the fuck we supposed to be talking about.
Right.
Then my life around celebrities, I doing this all the time. I don't want to talk to you and say, yo, you talking to me? You mention, hey man, we in the club. Man, pour it up. Man, this a nasty tune, man. Hey, you kill this tune. Yeah, man. Like, Rihanna didn't even want to do this. When I want to I know I talking to you about Rihanna as if you and I know Rihanna. Yeah. I know you's like, oh, this name dropping lame ass nigga. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. But I actually know these people and this is just the way I know them. Yeah.
Right.
Like, me gonna be like, yeah, my partner from Rock with Locks, I gonna say Redman.
Yeah.
But because Redman ain't Beyonce famous, it don't seem like I name dropping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I just always, it's weird that you asked me this question. Nobody never asked me this besides. The only person that ever said that to me is my wife.
Yeah.
Babe, why when we go places, it's a bunch of people around, everybody's talking, and you in the corner playing your game. Yeah. I really don't know what the fuck I supposed to be saying. I don't know. Why don't you just, I say, I'd be sitting down, and then it'll be like, I don't really know too much about this topic. It's where it's let's call it what you want to call it. Maybe a defense mechanism, you know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes people will find it. I think sometimes people feel like
standoffish.
Yeah, like I standoffish or this place ain't good enough for me. And I'd be like, nah, I want to be with everybody in the mix, but I really don't know. He did and then do it everywhere I'm at.
I find it funny all the time.
No, but that's the thing. So if you see me in a room, if you see me at the Grammys, if you see me in the studio, if you see me at the club, but if I at home with my wife and my kids, or if it's me and Benny and Timo and we sitting, my boy, we talking shit, we laughing, and we, you know what I mean, all day. But then I'll get in a place and I'll be like, okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Let me just pull out my phone and play my game, you know, and nobody, you know, I just feel like, well, that man go say, nah, Theron ain't do nothing wrong. The man just playing the game. You know what I'm saying? So but no lie, my wife is like, babe, you gotta walk on that. You gotta be like, in the moment. So
it's like you feel my camera on you, you know. How you look
yeah,
up.
Yeah, I look over. I play my game and I was like, I look and I start laughing because I was like, I know what your mother's gonna do, you know. He's like, the man, you hard. I was like, my boy, I don't know what he's supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't understand. My whole life I've been doing music. My whole life I like in the studio. I don't want to use the word all I know. That would be disrespectful. I know other things, but that's like my main go-to thing. Yeah. So other people into other things, and I don't know a lot about
those things.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we could talk politics, we could talk the presidential election and how we feel, and we could, But my boy, I don't know nothing about sports. It's a bunch of new players. When I'm in a room with a bunch of man, the man is like, yo, you see how I don't know what going on. The minute I don't know what going on, I just quiet for a while. My boy, I literally know LeBron and Steph Curry. Any other name you say, and I know John Morant because my 11-year-old son dressed up as John Morant for Halloween. John Morant. See, I don't know these people. My 11-year-old son dressed up as John Morant for Halloween. I never forget. He dyed his dreads, he buy the jersey, and he tried to get his grandmother to buy him a toy gun. And I was like, man,
Good luck with that.
I will mash up your little Morriscon if you think you're going to be fucking walking around with a fucking toy gun pretending to be John Morant.
Well, me mash up.
Yeah, that's how I know the man, because I was like, he want to be John Morant. Who the fuck is John Morant? I go look him up. And then the man is like, yeah, grandma is about to get me a gun and my costume going to be complete. I said, boy, if you don't get your mother skunt out of my face with this stupidness, gun shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things I may not know. I just, I kind of know I in my own bubble. And as time go along and as I grow, and I'm a fun person, if you get me, that's the thing. I had to tell anybody, I think I'm the most fun person in the world if you could get me out the house.
Yeah.
If you could be like, yo, Theron, hey, I was like, oh, my boy, I lit. I was like, yo, let we get drinks for them. Let's do that. I lit. But can you convince me to make it there?
Yeah.
I don't know that. That's just my vibe.
Yeah. So like with the unawareness and it ain't intentional. I know it ain't intentional. I just be fucking with you.
No.
You know what
I know.
So,
I love it.
Right? Do you find yourself oftentimes like unaware of Virgin Islands politics in the center, like what going on with WAPA, how the people are feeling? And
No.
do you feel like there's a certain level of expectation on top of you since you's like this huge celebrity to like say something about it or weigh in on it? And you ain't even that kind of person to.
No.
You're very vocal and like you have your opinions, but you're not going to disparage anybody or talk down and stuff like that. But you feel like people expect more from you. You have that feeling?
I know they expect more from me, and I don't mind talking down at something when I know all the information, but I don't talk down when I don't have all the information.
Right.
And let's just talk about WAPA, like somebody was like, yeah, I'm just going to need to tell people. And I was like, I have heard 6 issues about WAPA from 6 different people. Like somebody who's like, yeah, my boy is a fucking generator. Hey, my boy, you know it is, So they have 6 different problems. So I was like, well, how are we solving a problem? And I don't even know what the problem is with WAPA. You know what I know? In the Virgin Islands, the lights will go off and they'll come back on, and it'll go off and it'll come back on. And that's what WAPA making fuck is. But how do you fix it? How do you fix it? You know? How do you fix it? So why the fuck am I speaking on it?
Right.
Talking about things you don't know about to make them worse. And people sometimes just want to hear you talk because they feel like you're in a better position than me. You should say something. But what am I saying? Because I love to talk, but I also don't like to look stupid.
Right.
So I want to speak up on it, and I don't know. Who own WAPA? What her name is? What her name is? No.
Nobody don't own WAPA. They just have a new CEO. Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. What her name is? What's WAPA CEO name?
Her name, she new, man.
It's a she.
She only been there like 2 weeks. So
She just come, but they had a CEO before she. People that are complaining, what the name of the CEO is? Can we talk to the CEO? Can we get to the bottom of what the issue is?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? If I could talk to the CEO, if somebody know the name of the CEO will get on the phone with Theron, I have no problem. What is the issue and why is this happening? Well, to be honest, is it fixable? It might not be fixable. What the fuck you gonna do about that? What can I do?
Yeah.
I am just a man. I had to bleed blood and breathe oxygen.
Yeah.
Nigga, I am no more special than nobody else. I had to write songs. You know who's special? Niggas how to do construction. Niggas how to deal with the sewage. Niggas how to fix roads. Teachers. Them people are special. Me, I talented. I work at something really hard and I really good at it. And people are party to my music. And people are dance. And people are sing it at concerts. I ain't curing brain cancer. You ever see the fucking issue when it was like the joke with David Chappelle and he was like, So right now we have Ja Rule on the line, and who the fuck cares what Ja Rule have to say?
Yeah.
You know, that's not my line of expertise.
Right.
I want to inspire Virgin Islanders and Virgin Island youth and adults. I want to tell them that, hey, me, a person that come from where you come from, you can accomplish the impossible and you can do so much. Hey, you can come from a bad place and do good things. You don't even have to be bad in a bad place.
Yeah.
You could be a good person. I want to be that. You could be a good father. You could be a good husband. Hey, when you do become successful, try to hire or include people from where you're from. Give them opportunities that you didn't have, because now you have created a business and a motto that you could do that. Fixing WAPA, I don't know nothing about it. If I could fix WAPA, anybody that likes me, that man is like, son, I love Theron, son. He's a fire ambassador. Okay. Do you think I would not do everything in my power to try to fix WAPA if I had know how to fix it? And again, every time I talk to somebody, that man is like, yeah, that man is gonna fuck it up. That man bringing petroleum. That man bringing gas. That man do this. And guess what? I don't know what none of that mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
You know what I mean? I just say, no. So what I'm saying is, this is why I am not upset. It is so comforting to blame other people for issues or problems outside of saying, what can I do? And when people become successful and have money, we tend to think that people with money can do more than we can.
Right.
When you poor, oh man, when we were broke, we just felt like, yo, the people with the money could do so much. Mm. And I think poor people, or let's say people who are less fortunate financially, I think that they underestimate their power a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have way more power. You know, they have voting power. They have strike power. Hey, listen, I don't care what nobody say. Every place that I have been in this world, poor people is doing the real work. When you go to the hotel, you think a rich woman is who making up your bed at the Marriott. You think the chef downstairs and the people bringing your food, you think that man just swimming in money. That's what you believe. So if people of less fortunate circumstances say, you know something, fuck are you until we get what we need. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. I remember when Marilyn come, we didn't have lights for a very long time. And we were like, hey, we didn't have lights. As kids, we didn't understand the severity or the seriousness about it. I hear my parents and other adults bickering about when they gonna get the lights on, but we were kids and we were like,
right.
And the Virgin Islands come together in a way I never see before during Marilyn, you know what I mean, when I was young. And everybody were cool and everything was fire, and we just like a bad circumstance that created me a good time. At least in my childhood, it was one of my favorite times. And for Virgin Islanders, I always say, yo, let's yell and let's scream, but who we yelling and screaming at? You know? And when we find that person, what it is we want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I say, I was telling going back to relationships, I say, babe, you could be mad at me, but be mad at me with a solution. Or be mad at me with the problem that I could try to solve.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody just being upset about you and you was like,
there's no way to fix it.
Why you mad? You just having a fucked up day and I gained the gunshots today. Okay, but I don't know how to fix
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah.
You know? So it does come with a certain type of pressure, but with great responsibility, with great, you know the saying, I can't get it right now. It comes with great responsibility, you know? And I think I am a celebrity in the sense of the word when it comes to my people on the Virgin Islands. I do hold myself at a higher caliber than I think other people. So it is because there's certain things that I want to say that I can't say. And and again, even when I say things that are extremely risky, I was like, But you know my personality. You know I don't just say crazy shit. I also know I am on the internet, and I know getting a little rise is cool to make people laugh. But for the most part, I also know that people cheer and dress up as me for Black History Month.
Right.
And do school projects on me. And the University of the Virgin Islands give me an honorary doctorate, me and my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I do know that I mean something to my community and I mean something to the people. But when I speak for my community, I want to inspire. And if I'm going to speak on real issues, and when I say real issues, a lot of the things that I say is just like, let me motivate the man them I want. Hey, you could do it. Okay. But if I'm going to speak on a real issue, I need to be educated. And if there is somebody that sees this interview that say, oh, Theron, I'm willing to sit with you and explain to you everything about what WAPA, express to you what the issue is, what we would need to fix it, why it hasn't been fixed, I will sit and I would listen. Because guess what? It might be a money thing. Maybe I know somebody that I believe in 6 degrees of separation. You know what I'm saying? The same thing I'm going to do for my kids. It's like, I in the music business. My son want to be a lawyer. My son ain't even out of law school. My son have 2-3 jobs already. Right. That man don't tell me, hey, that's your son? Bam. My son want to be a chef. I take him to a Michelin star restaurant in Miami. The chef was like, your father's a real good man. If you really want to be a chef, when you graduate from school, I promise you a job here. You could start here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, just like I could do that, a nigga might tell me the story and I'd be like, that's the problem? Oh, I know so-and-so. Hey, you should talk to that man and maybe you could. But I don't know the issue. And nobody has given me the issue. I don't, the details of the issue, not the issue, the details. Yes.
And not to say that you don't speak on anything, because and Pumpa had speak on it first. I think he had run into his first issue with Virgin Islands Entertainment, and he made his speech on stage, and he had caught a lot of backlash for it. And then you had your opportunity to kind of let the world know how we should be treated, how Virgin Islands artists should be treated in their home. So you could kind of like,
Well, I think, again, we don't have the population to sustain.
Which is something that is in your field, which I think is why you felt passionate enough.
Yeah, I felt passionate about it.
Yeah.
I feel like you could run things in your home because it's your home.
Right.
If I come to your house and I got to take off my shoes and take off my hat, I don't like that. But I am at your home and I can respect it.
Right.
I felt like somebody not from my home was in my home and was respected more than me.
Right.
And by the way, if it wasn't me, if it were Adam O, if it were Pumpa, if it was Star Martin, if it was a new artist,
right.
They ain't even big. You don't get to come from where you come from and be respected more than the people that you got to walk around and see these people in the street, dog. Mm-hmm. After you don't disrespect me for that, man, we gonna be in Plaza Extra together and you gonna be like, yo, I kill that show. Don't fucking dab. You know what I'm saying? But don't fucking dabs me, dog. Don't play with me like that. I want to fight you now, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was necessary to say, and in St. Thomas is something that we would say like local artists are local. Man, fuck that, is international, dog. Mm-hmm. You know how much fucking I love New York shot I to see from man from Alabama and Texas? Why man can't wear I love VI? They like to come to the Virgin Islands. That's why it's like, the man, you know what my friends say? You didn't want to say something else because Virgin Islands, it's so specific. I was like, yeah, okay. And if you like me, you're gonna wear it. The quality of my shirt, good. This is my logo, it's a iguana, and the back is the Virgin Islands and the small skunt. You could wear it. Actually, I hope you wear it and you from Dubai and you from New York. So a Virgin Island, I could see you and be like, oh man, I know this dude named Theron, man. I just like the guy and I wore his shirt. I think it's cool. What? You mean to tell me that this fuck could be for more than Virgin Islands people? Why not only for Virgin Islands people? Like, you don't wear New York Yankees hat? You on the New York Yankees? You don't have basketball jersey from other places? Yeah. So why you can't wear a shirt that says Virgin Islands? You ain't about to make me look, you ain't gonna play me for stupid. Yeah. So when we were home and I said what I said, I've been around the world I have done it at the highest level you could do it. Don't play me for stupid. You may have could done it when two equip were running around with our father trying to figure it out, because I didn't know certain things was happening in the world. I didn't know to demand certain things. But now that I know, and the people that you trying to be so nice to, they begging to walk with me.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you think we could get Theron in the studio to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G? And you gonna put them over me? That's insane. You gonna put them over Pumper? A man that gonna scream Virgin Islands every place he go? I know what the number one source of our income is: tourism.
Right.
So niggas are gonna go out in the wall and say Virgin Islands that could possibly bring people to say, hey, I want to visit the Virgin Islands. I still telling people the Virgin Islands is US and they don't need a passport right now. Niggas is like, wait, what? You a US citizen? He's 42 years old, dog. People still don't know that. And I'm gonna keep saying it. Cause that's how our people grow and get better and keep going. So I don't feel, my father always says stand up for what you believe in, and I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in. And I believe in the Virgin Islands, I believe in our artists, I believe in our talent. And I believe that no matter, yes, you get paid $100,000. That man pay his $7,500 to do his little set. Yes. That don't mean the respect should be different.
Different. Facts.
Respect should be an even,
Equal,
should be an equal shared thing. That's all I'm saying. It mean arguing about that man putting the work to get $100,000 and I putting the work to get my $7,500. Yeah. If you as an artist that is 75, 30, 40, whatever you to get paid, my boy, that's where you work for. Be proud of where you get to. Because I remember when we were doing shows for free. Yeah. But even if you perform for free, you still should be respected. Especially in your fucking hometown.
That makes it worse. That makes it more, even more disrespectful. That makes it worse.
Listen, I can't trust no nigga that don't respect the people in his hometown and he live there. And I can't trust, like you can't trust a nigga that don't take care of their kids. Wait. You make that baby and you don't fuck with that baby, you'll kill me.
Yeah.
I know you don't like me. Yeah. You make that child, you don't like that child. Yeah. You from here. We went to the same school. You don't want to respect me? Ain't like I disrespect you first.
Yeah.
I just show up. And because of your lack of understanding, and I understood why I was being disrespected, it was because the person that was there was being difficult. And in their lack of knowledge of the business, because this was the first show, the first event of this caliber that they threw, and the stress, they didn't know how to handle the balance. Yeah. I even understood why I was treated like that. So I ain't even mad upon now. We don't have no beef. I don't even feel like he's a fucked up person. I just needed to say that to other Virgin Islanders to be like, you wrong. You're back against the wall. I understand why you're doing it. But don't do it to nobody else. If you can't handle the pressure,
you're out of business.
This is not the business for you.
You're out of business.
My nigga, when I say, yo, Theron, I want to write songs and I could write songs. Oh, you can? For real? Come to the studio. Hey, I gonna go get something to eat. And when I come back, let me hear what you have. My boy went to eat for 2 hours. You ain't have no idea. You ain't ready for this, for go home. When somebody treat you like, nah. You ain't ready for what I to do. Yeah. You want to do what I to do? My boy, you could write songs at your pace and build yourself up. You want to be in the rooms at iron and doing what I to do? What you have? Right now. Man, I
yeah.
Bottom of the fucking ninth, my boy. He going through the ball. We need you to swing this bat as hard as you can. Oh, you ain't ready for, then you ain't ready, dog. And it's okay. Yeah. That don't mean you'll never be ready. Yeah. You're just not ready
yet. Yeah.
That's real.
So people asking, how do I feel, and me and my brother feel about us? About people saying, like, basically, we haven't created a music business in the Virgin Islands and we haven't uplifted artists or done anything. First of all, most people ain't never run a record label and they don't understand. I've been doing good for a long time. I just get rich. Rich and good is two different things. Meaning, my kids were going to school, My bills were paid on time, and we were eating at a restaurant here and there.
Yeah.
I just get rich. That's just the truth. Now, if I want to sustain an artist, let me tell you something about artists. I sign you. Use my artist. You want me to give you an advance? You want to use the studio? You want me to fly you here? You want me to do that? Where the money coming from? I got to pay for that, right? So you're telling me I trying to sustain my family and deal with things that I never deal with in my life. I was the first person in the Virgin Islands to literally do this, right? So I learning everything on the job training. I fucking up. My first deal was $1.5 million. That's the first amount of money that man gave me on Timothy. I spent all of it in the first year and I owed the IRS $468,000. Who you wanted me to sign with me negative $468,000? That's what you wanted me to do. Then I finally figure it out and then I try and maneuver. And then I was like, I ain't never run a label. Do I want to run a label? You want to force me to run a label to help you? But I don't want, why if I don't want to run a label? Okay, I haven't helped anybody. Or you ever hear anybody rapping their accent before me, my brother and Benny? You ever heard that before? I create a whole genre. I create a whole line of shit for niggas to do. It didn't exist.
A whole lane.
A whole lane for you to take it and take it further. Not only that, me coming in and being like, I try and take something from you and be like, oh yeah, my boy, anybody from the Virgin Islands that'll make music if they call me. You think I can't sign you and take 50% or 60% of your earnings and have you hemmed up in a contract and then you think I can't do that? Hey, my boy, I don't want nothing from you, my boy. But whoever you want me to call, I'll call him. That's what you want me to do? Hey, my boy called me the other day. He's like, yo, I try and get our numbers up to a certain thing. You think you could get us to a pub deal? I say, how about this? I'm going to call my publisher. I'm going to ask her about your numbers. And I hear what she say. You probably could get a pub deal now. I don't know. You think I can't sign you right now? Why would I do that? I want you to have the same opportunities. Go figure it out on your own. I ain't here to take nothing from you. That ain't my MO. What's for me is for me. So, again.
And then, to that point is like, I've told several people this. I remember telling a dude, I was like, you should just inbox him. And he was like, yeah, he did, but he didn't get back to me. And I was like, dog, I see friend, bro. I will send a text, and I won't hear from him for 3 weeks. Motherfucker, I got to send another text. Because you have to understand, in order for him to reach this level, he busy. And then, he have a family. And then there's people like closer to him than me. But he still find the time, whenever he find the time to reach out. So just keep sending the message. He's going to find it. You know? He's not a person that going like, nah, I don't want to talk to him. He just, that's, even when I was telling you, and when I was saying set up the email, like, yo, it's time. It's time, that time thing with Theron. It's just literally nothing but a schedule.
My
time
boy,
thing.
let me tell you something.
That's it.
I running him down. He tell me, but we have time tomorrow. I reached Atlanta at 1 a.m. last night, you know. I went home, I unpacked my bags. I have to pack because I leave on the 10th. I taking my wife to a concert tonight, and he say, you could be here. I was late. I say, hey, my boy, I'm running a little late. I know you said 12:30. I gonna get here at 12:50. I reach at 12:49. I don't respect people time. I respect what people trying to do. And if I tell you I'm gonna do something, I am going to do it. And I'd be like, I got 6 kids. I miss shows. I miss birthdays. I miss so much events. Yo, dog, trying to get here. And in my mind, it's like, they understand. Who the fuck is you for me to give a fuck about how you feel that I ain't do something for you? And the funny part is saying that seem harsh, but you have to hear that. Tell me, why should I care about you? Oh, we from the same place? Okay. Where was you caring about me?
Yeah, we from the same place.
We from the same place. Where, you know what I'm saying? Have you always cared about me, or you cared about me because I make it, and now that I make it, you feel like I should put out my hand and lift you up?
Exactly.
And I don't know you. I don't know you. So guess what I mean? Let's put it in this thing. We don't sell drugs. We dope boys. I don't know how you. This the plug. I was like, yo, we want to meet the plug. Come, meet the plug tomorrow. That's a smart decision.
No.
I don't know you. Hey, my boy, you got to put me on, dog. You got to do boop, 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 boop. I go and bring you in a room. I don't even know you. Are you a hot-tempered person? Are you a street man where you's like, hey, so what the fuck you saying to me? What kind of energy? You know, guess what? My brand in the music business is I a Chick-fil-A of the music business. I am polite. I speak. I smile. I happy. I don't make people feel good. Your brand might be like, I mean, and all that smiley fucking no team, man. It's a gangster. All brands don't match. I can't take you to the people that I take because when I take you to the people, I'm expecting a reflection of who I am.
Yeah.
Why you brought this dark ass nigga around me? Why you brought this dark ass girl around me? What you on, bro? They tripping.
So now when you have somebody that you
Burn
really
his
want,
bridge.
exactly.
You
But you
can't
have
even bring a
somebody
next
that
person
you
to the
really
door.
No,
need to bring
when I
through.
really need to bring somebody,
Yeah.
that man is like,
Nah,
my
kinda the
boy,
last person you bring.
my boy, people managers, business partners, all kind of people that hit me and ask me for advice, and I always willing to teach and say this because you gotta walk your own journey. I still walking my own journey. I still figuring things out. That's another, my boy. One of my closest friends, Luke. I watch Luke do it on the highest level. Me and my brother was signed to Luke. Lunch Money was signed to Luke. Doja Cat signed to Luke. Miley Cyrus was signed to Luke. Becky G was signed to Luke. Kesha was signed to Luke. I watching all artists that were extremely successful on a worldwide, and I watching the issues that this man going through, and I could say to myself, I don't want that. I don't want that energy.
Yeah.
Everybody in LA Reid, everybody in Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
So you can't make your goals tied to mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you gonna tie your goals to mine?
Yeah.
Like even some people is like, I want to speak on this because we have a lot of Virgin Islanders who is like, yo, I want tune, I would love for you to write a song for me. If I tell you how much I charge, you're gonna be like, come on, man. I don't even really know you like that. So now what you're telling me is I gotta do you a favor.
Yeah.
Damn. I gotta do you a favor because I have Virgin Island now. Then you start rapping. I do the tune for you, you rap the tune, you put it out. You ain't even want to rap no more. You're the true parties now. You ain't even been in it long enough. Yeah. You still second guessing whether you should rap.
Yeah.
And I just give you a sign that I could have give to Lato. That I could have give to Glorilla. That I could have give to Nikki. Damn. All because you from the Virgin Islands and I was like, oh, I could have give to Jay. I could have give to Lil Baby. I could have give to Lil Dog. Now it's like, damn. I don't give you this chance, I can't get it back. But hey, at least you know I love the Virgin Islands people though, right? Cause when my 6 kids call me and say, Daddy, when my son say, hey, Daddy, tuition due, and oh, Daddy, I need an apartment, and oh, Daddy, my car down, and when my daughter need this, and when my daughter is like, oh, Daddy, my body coming up and I want to do this, you know. And when my wife is like, oh, babe, we got to redo the deck, and oh, we got to redo the AC, and it's going to cost this much. When they tell me that, at least
Virgin Islanders don't send no money. The Virgin Islanders don't send. They don't collect offerings and say we send.
and I say it in a song, you know, and I was like, yo, some people reach out and I respected them, and some people would talk to me and they would do their condolences, but yo, when my father passed, dog, you got to think, that's the most instrumental human being in my life. And that's the most difficult thing I ever deal with in my life.
Yeah.
Ever. And a bunch of man who's like, my boy, you don't do shit for me. Ain't even say. To this day. Hey, condolences about your father, you know. I know you had love him.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta say.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't do nothing for who? Who I don't do nothing for?
Yeah.
Who? And the people that I have done things for, they have a different story. But again, different experience. I am not upset, by the way.
Yeah.
This is not a thing of anger. This is me explaining like, yo, I ain't upset because I've been 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in rock looking at man like, man don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with you for real. If I fuck with you, I gotta help we. And I was like, now I could look back and be like, help you do what, dog? You got a whole mother and father, dog. Them and and we do the best that we could, and we make it out and we figure it out. You gotta figure it out on your own, dog. At some point of time, your child got to tie their own shoes, my lad.
But even to that, you didn't have anybody to call and ask.
There
No,
was-
I'd be so grateful that I could call you and even ask. Not for a favor, like.
Just
I remember
advice.
June sending you Flizz Up music, like, hey, tell me what you think about this.
I like him.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember June sending me
Like,
his
but
music.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
didn't-
like him.
You didn't have that. You didn't have a Theron to send the music to. So just to have a person.
First of all, not only a person guy, me and my brother were playing our music for people all around America, and everybody said, "Oh fuck, what trash dog."
Yeah.
You know how much times we had we wasn't good, and we were playing our music, and they were like, "What's up with the accent?" And then when they see the accent, they were like, "Why they not doing Jamaican? Why they not doing reggae? We not Jamaican. We not this." And we fight and we fight and we fight and we fight and we fight. I know man from home could rap in their accent freely and send we music because now they have somebody in the music business that could listen to it and say, "Yo, that fuck hard," and not judge it in a, "Yo, why that nigga rap like that?"
Right.
Because that's what we hear forever, forever. The only person that didn't have a problem with us rapping in our accent was Luke. The first song we make was Sim Simma. That man was like, "Yo, if we made music together, what would it sound like?" We were like, "Huh? Yeah, if you made music with me, what kind of music we want to make?" And we were like, "I ain't gonna lie, we want to make music like this. Dun, dun, dun. Bad man, bad man." Yeah. We were like, we want to make music like that. That man didn't, guess what? We do Take You Down, which on our album, he was like, "Hey guys, I know you want to make music like I'm That. I like that song, but if you can make music like Take You Down, which obviously can make you guys way, way more money, why wouldn't you want to do that?" I'm not forcing you to do it. I'm just asking you why you don't want to do it. We don't know. In the Virgin Islands, this is what I like. But aren't we trying to make music for the world? Okay, we'll try some more shit. I come up with Locked Away in Applebee's in Orlando. And I tell my brother, "Hey, I got this idea. If I got locked away." That was it. He was like, "What else?" "I don't have nothing else. I just think that song cool." He was like, "No, I like it. Yeah, it's about daddy, daddy get locked up and then mommy like that fuck hard. I like that. I like that concept. We in LA, we don't know what to sing about." Timothy's like, "Yo, tell Luke about that idea you had, the man." I mean, ain't really idea. Nah. Tell him about that idea. That idea hard. If I got locked away. That's all I had. Yeah. We start walking there, we figuring it out. And that was us growing and understanding. My boy, when our album dropped, a bunch of man were like, "Yo, what the fuck this is I doing?" Locked Away went #1 in 27 countries. We toured the world. That is the most successful thing we ever do in our life. And sometimes what you want to do is not what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Scream knocking.
Yeah, son.
What you want to do is not what you're supposed to do. And so many people in here is like, "Yeah, but this is me though. And you is the reason why your whole family starving." I will sing 1,000,000 Locked Aways. Yeah. Because now, all my babies going to college, any college they want, and they're good. My wife have a job because she start a business, but my wife don't have to work. My wife work because she's like, "Babe, you always traveling. I want my own thing. I want something that is mine that I could go do." Cool, go do that. My mother never going to work again in her life. That is not everybody's goal. Yeah. I'm not here to give you my goals and say that's what you want to do. That is what I did. Yeah. That's what I wanted to do. So I sing 100 Locked Aways. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Did I want, guess what? You know what? In a perfect world, you want to know what? This is what I want to do. I want to write ratchet rap songs. I want to write a 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga. And no, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to do Bossman D-Lo. I want to write raps like that. I just put my thumb in the butt. Yeah. I just fucked a bitch in some Gucci flip-flops. If I had it my way in a perfect world, if I made all the rules of what I want to do, I would make music like that every day. But you know something? It ain't a perfect world. And this is my job. What you say you want to do? It's about damn time. Turn up the music. Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's go. I am not here for me. I'm here for you. This is your career. You's the artist. You want to sing. I ain't about to sing it. You about to sing it. Rihanna was like, man, Boo walk in the studio. I was writing a pop song. Boo is like, nah. Rihanna wants some hard shit. She wants some shit that'll play in the club, bruh. Stop writing the song. That song end up on Miley Cyrus album. And I literally were like, okay, she want to be in the club. Mike will pull up the beat. Strip clubs and dollar bills. And that fucking what I wanted to do. I was doing what I wanted to do before Boo come in and tell me stop doing it.
Yeah.
I had work, dog.
Yeah.
And when you at work, some days you don't get to do what you want. Anybody who work a job knows that, hey, nigga, the client is the boss.
Yeah.
What you want to do? Man, I want some crossover shit. Cool, dog. I want to do some hood, hot. Hey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I realized people will come to me, they want the biggest records. They want the big crossover records. Cool, I'm going to keep giving it to you. That's what you want? You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the thing about building a brand and understanding your brand. You know? It's like, damn, that's what you like? Hey, you can't say this to me. Oh, yeah, and I hold on to it. He was like, when he was making music, he was like, if I get one hit, I gonna get 20. I just need to know what people like from me. I don't know what they like from me. The minute I realized what people like from me, I was like, wait, that's what you like? Yeah, I could do that. But why would I? That's what I like. Yo, my boy Louis selling the same brown bag. From the time our mother could buy Louis bags and they couldn't afford them. From the time fake Louis bags walking around rock, is it not the same brown Louis bag?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't they find what people like? When you build a brand and you create a product and you see that people like it, DPMNM, that nigga ain't put another word on his shot yet. That's what I like. When you brand something, you brand something. So I'd be like, I think sometimes people think you just gain up every day. I just gain up every day and doing what I want to do. Dog, I want to go to the movies. I want to chill with my wife. I want to hang with my kids. You know what I mean? I wasn't late because we start at 1. But my boy, I was late because I ain't see my daughter. I've been trying to get her to walk. And today she was walking. Yeah. And I was like, I lose track of time. I wasn't being disrespectful. I was like, I get a video of my daughter walking because I was like, my boy, yo, she doing it. Look.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if people want to know what I want to do, man, I want to go on vacation. I want to go to the movies. I want to hang with my wife and my kids. I want to see Bana shake. I want to fuck my boy. And we don't get to do what we want all day. In order to be a responsible adult, our wants sometimes have to be put to the side. Yeah. Sometimes we get what we want, but most times, if you want to raise children, take care of a woman, take care of a house, take care of a family, build a legacy, great men don't get a fucking option to be extremely happy. Yeah. That's what you think? Boy. You think Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Mandela and Obama and great, I mean unforgettable, men known in history, people that are going to write books about. Yeah. You think them niggas were just like, life is great? Yeah. No. Yeah. My nigga, you got to go out there and be in the trenches and you don't get to do what you want. Yeah. Anytime I hear niggas like, I don't want to do that, you soft. You soft. You don't want to do it. That's what you think? That's what you think. You think I want to be in Malibu, or I want to be in LA for 2 years away from my family working on an album. That's somebody tell you that's my idea of a good time. No, dog. We don't get to do what we want in the pursuit of greatness.
Yes.
People are doing what they want are not successful. I don't listen. LeBron James love basketball, but you think LeBron James want to train all the time, cold baths, train his body? I can't say he just want to do it with enthusiasm. You can't tell me at 5 a.m. LeBron ain't like, fuck, I don't want to get up. But how do I become LeBron James, billionaire, first person to play in the NBA with my son on the same team? How can I become that? How can I make that kind of history doing what I want? Yeah. So, to make a long story short, all the people at the Virgin Islands, I love what we're doing. I love the artists. But if you looking at me to save you, me no fucking savior.
Yeah, you said something about branding. Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Okay. You said something about branding, which hit hard for me. And when we going to bring back in every song you write, 'cause I'm telling you, right?
Right about now.
Oh, God, because that's how I identify with everybody that we were on the map. Because when that come on, right about now, damn man from where you from. Fuck you talking about? We write that. Not he write that, you know. He write that.
But we did.
We write that.
And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
When I win,
So
I
what we
win.
breaking
I win
that back?
for one is I win for
I
all.
win for all.
Right.
You know, we win championships at the NBA when Tim Duncan win. That's how I feel.
Big
too.
facts. And also tell the story of why it went away. You're right about
Yeah, so, so first of all, we start right about now because we wanted to be artists and we wanted the attention. When we start right about now, it was like we need, we were the only writers that had a tag. No, up to this day, writers don't have tag. Producers have tags. We ain't producers, we were writers. And we just wanted everybody to know, hey, we do it. So when we drop a song, the same right about now dudes, they have their own thing.
Right.
Well, as time went along, Locked Away come out, we went on tour, we do all of this. And I start hanging with Luke, and one of the biggest songwriters in the world is a man by the name of Max Martin. And Max Martin been having hits for a long time. He actually have the most number ones in history. And I was like, he don't have no tag. And I remember I was with a friend of mine, and he was like, he ain't even a music person. He was just like, you don't think tags date you? I was like, what? Like a tag, when you have a tag. If I heard a tag from 1999 in 2022, I'd be like, that's old. I like, for real? No, for real. And I would try and figure out, I was like, man, I need to. And then after, don't forget, me and my brother were writing everything together, and then me and my brother Wayne writing everything together. I was just writing songs by myself. Right about now is a Rock City tag.
Right.
So first thing, I felt uncomfortable saying right about now if my brother wasn't with me. If it ain't a Rock City song, I don't want to say right about now. That's a brand that Rock City built. Yeah. Second of all, I was like, maybe I should get a new tag. And I don't know if the song Blessed by Shensia. I's the one saying, rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, that's me. That was going to be my tag. I was like, nobody ain't going to know that. I just throw that in every song, and they'd be like, what the hell is that? And then I heard Pana say, date you, and then I was like, yo, that's real, dog. The grades don't have tags. If you were in the 7th grade, when you hear right about now, and now you is 23, you kind of like, that used to be dope. Because that's how pop culture is. Shit to come and go fast. Yeah. But if you don't know I exist, okay, I'm going to pull out my phone because I watch a documentary, right? And I write down this quote because I believe this. There's no limit on what a man can do or where he can go if he doesn't mind who gets the credit.
That's hard.
And I didn't, and he said it to me, the way he said it was a bit more poetic. I changed the name of my company, because my company was Theron.
Because my mother named me Theron.
Because my mother named me Theron.
Facts.
And then I start to say, if you notice, anytime I do something, I just say, minding our business forever. Right. You don't know what I do. You don't know what I mean. You did. I was like, hey, minding our business. We just out the way. Hey, man, It's all about you. One time I was upset. I went host. These niggas don't know I'm out here writing these hits, da 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 da. My wife say, babe, do you want to be an artist? I said, nah. Well, you know, songwriters are behind the scenes, right? So if you want to be in front of the camera, you want everybody to know you, you want to be famous, that's a different job. But if you're going to be behind the scenes, why are you mad that people don't know you? Everybody that writes the checks know you. They know what you do. Everybody that's supposed to know you knows you. That's why you're so successful. Damn. You're right.
Woman smart, you know.
Yeah, the smart bad.
When they ready, man.
I said,
Right, tell
damn,
me.
man.
When they're ready.
You so right. And so I just removed my ego all the way where I was like, it ain't about me, dog. That's Lato moment and Lizzo moment.
Yeah.
Let them have their moments.
Yeah.
And
You gonna have
anybody that know what I to do, guess what they're gonna be like? Yo, can you come in and do that for me? Sure.
Definitely.
And I feel like it helped me to be even more successful because I don't want to be in I don't want to be in the photographs and I don't want to be in a club party with you and I don't want to be on the red carpet with you and I don't want you calling me on stage and put your arm around my shoulder and say, yo, everybody. Hey, my boy,
You have that.
that's your moment.
Exactly.
If you want to thank me, thank me.
Yeah.
If you don't want to thank me, that's your moment.
Exactly.
Do your thing, brother.
That's dope.
I do my job and I going home. You know what I doing? Minding my fucking business. Forever. You know? So right about now, leave. And I don't have artists now even be like, man, come on, bro. Just do it. Just do it for me on this one.
Yeah.
Nah. Actually make it more special.
Yeah.
Cause now it's like, come on, bro. I'm telling you, you bring that shit back, that'll be crazy. Nah. Hey, good.
Yeah.
You know, it was a moment of time. It was something that we do. And I guess what? When me and my brother write tune, like our Rock City tune drop in, I gonna be like, let we write about no this one. People will be like,
So
yo.
exclusive now.
No, it's
vibes.
exclusive. And you was like, yo, why you ain't do that on my record?
That's it.
Nah, that ain't for
Mine.
you.
Mine.
Yeah, that's mine. To do it with what I want. I build that.
Yep.
You can't tell me I gotta use it for you. You can't get you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just the whole right about now story as to why I don't use it. But now it's kind of like a time capsule. Cause when people go back on their head, they're like, damn man. And I don't see so much people that don't know I still doing it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, yo, bro, what's up with you and your bro, man? What? Oh, no, we good. Bro, I just won Songwriter of the Year. What? Yeah, my boy.
Yeah. We never stop.
Yeah, we never stop. I just, you know, I don't believe that we should celebrate till it's done. We got more work to do.
Yeah.
We didn't make all our goals. We still in it. You know what I mean? Me and my manager getting a big argument over plaques. If you come to my studio, you'll see plaques on the wall. My manager buy them behind my back because he was like, yo, Theron, I really think you should get plaques. I said, why? He said, when people come in, I said, nah. I feel like I should have plaques when I retire. I still in it. I don't want people to come and see the things that I done. That's what I did.
Yeah.
We in here celebrating shit that I did. Why if I don't do no more? Them is the whole thing, dog. We don't, nah. When I done, when I tell you, me going in the studio, my boy, my grandchildren come over to the house and we planting tomatoes in the garden and I ain't doing none of that, man. When I do that, I want all my plaques because now we reminiscing and now people come over and it's like, this is what I've done. These are my accomplishments. This is my legacy. That is what I accomplished.
Yeah.
I still accomplishing.
Yeah.
I still get more to go.
Really.
You know, and I don't want to ever be reminded of my success because I don't ever want to feel like I did it.
Yeah.
We ain't do nothing, dog.
There's more to do.
You ain't do nothing if a man in the same thing as you doing better than you. Okay, I have a podcast. If it's man out there with better numbers, I ain't do nothing.
Do
Right.
nothing. Facts.
If it's man out there with better numbers, if it's man out there, if you to play basketball, if man scoring more points, what the fuck you celebrating?
Facts.
You want to know why my manager don't like going club with me? No more. We would go to the club. And, nigga, we lit, man. Bitches, oh, man, we out, bro. We lit. Hey, man, I'm ready to go home. Fuck wrong with you? This nigga ain't played one of my songs all night. Nigga, we having fun. Me ain't having no fun, dog.
This ain't fun for me.
I ain't a fucking club. I don't make music, dog. I competitive. This nigga ain't play me once.
Yeah.
Time to go
Fuck
to
this
walk.
club, dog. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
What? Hey, dog. You the cell designer. Them man don't carry your shit in here. I don't want to shop here. Them man don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
I come to if I in a Caribbean party, especially a Virgin Islands DJ play, and I don't hear nothing that represent me, I leaving.
Yeah.
Oh, Theron, I gone. Respect. I don't spend my money to come in. You're getting money, dog.
yeah.
You get a support. Me ain't gonna support.
Exactly.
I go home.
Exactly.
I buy a drink at your bar, and I pay to get in this place, and this fucking man ain't play one song representing me. I'm going home. If I go to an American club, yo, nigga, I got a hot song right now. I got a rap song that's popping, nigga. What? This nigga ain't play my record tonight. Fuck that nigga, bro. I gone home. I competitive. I am. I gone home, and I want other people to be like that. I love that. I want other people to be like that. I remember.
You care.
I care a lot. I care a lot. I care a lot, my boy. I don't lose sleep over this fuck, my boy. I don't lose sleep. I was up till 3 o'clock, my boy. I was
Like
up.
mine's on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours on camera. I was up till 3 a.m. last night, my boy. I was up. I was up looking for houses. I was up writing down ideas. I was up literally contemplating. I wonder what kind of questions they're gonna ask me.
Right.
Man, why did
Yeah.
dog, I care. I care bad because you wanna know why I care? Because nobody give me nothing. So because I had to scrabble and scrape for every dollar, penny, opportunity, I care what you take from me.
Yeah.
I care how you look at me. And when I say care how you look at me, not like your opinion on me, I care how you see what I like. Yeah, nigga, this what I doing.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
All right. So we go actual question.
Yeah, let me
Then
ask-
we'll go to
let me
this.
ask-
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're saying just now when you were talking about what it is you were doing and stuff with the right about now going away, and that was birthed by you and your brother.
Yes.
Then you just start writing songs by yourself.
Yes.
A lot of people really want to know like when did that happen, because we remember both are writing together.
Yeah, well, one thing, my brother ain't political. So let me tell you what, Locked Away come out, we put out the song, we went on tour. Our CEO get accused of rape, and the man say, everything produced by him, we ain't gonna play on pop radio. Well, he produced every song on our album.
Shit.
I look at it as a sign, because we've been trying to do music forever. We finally making music, we finally got hit, and now this happened. It's like, man. And then we went on tour with Maroon 5, and I had hated. I had hate every minute of it. I didn't like it. I didn't like touring. I didn't like nothing about it. So then it's like, cool, man. I like the songwriting thing though. I like it ain't that much pressure. I just like doing that thing. My brother loved being an artist. Our whole life we were glued to the hip. Our parents had us like, if your brother go there, our parents were like, if you spending the night, your brother gotta spend the night. Yeah, but them ain't my friends. If your brother ain't going, you can't go.
Yeah.
If your brother ain't going, you can't go. Both ways.
Yeah.
And then we get to a point as adults where we were like, my boy, we finding our own way.
Yeah.
My brother's still my favorite person in the world. I still his. We talk every day on the phone. But we have different ideas of our life and where we're going in the future. We are individuals. And my brother still come write songs with me from time to time. But being honest, I don't think my brother give a fuck.
You know what's crazy though? Timothy is an amazing songwriter.
My brother incredible.
Like, crazy
No.
songwriter,
This
like-
ain't about him not.
No, for real.
My
I
brother
don't have to say that.
Oh no. My brother incredible. You gotta think. We wrote all those songs together. They weren't me. They were his ideas and my ideas. He is incredible. I am just a politician.
Right.
I had to come in the room and smile, and I was like, my brother is like, nigga, you don't give up. Big man, fuck you, boss.
I was like, me and he.
Yeah, I don't give up. Listen, I love my brother with all my heart because my brother unapologetically my brother at all times. It don't matter what room we were in, where we was, who you is, what you accomplished. If my brother feel like you are going against what we were trying to do, fuck you, boss. We don't need you.
Yeah.
My brother don't play in no sense of the word. The funny part is people think I is the one that'll be like mean and a fuck. I is the sweet one. I don't want no confrontation at all. I is the nice one. I just loud.
Yeah.
My brother ain't in a fuck with nobody. And my brother is like, I want all the smoke. If my brother here, me and my brother willing to die for each other. How far are you willing to go?
Exactly.
That's how my brother feel. You can't say nothing to Timothy when his mind made up. And me, I was just like, hey, nigga, I gonna go in this room and I gonna learn all these ways and I gonna learn how to move and I want to learn the political way to do it. And also, I have, at the time, 5 children.
Yeah.
I got 5 children. Hey, dog, I don't really like the way you to move, but I gonna sit in here and I gonna listen because I gonna learn everything you know. Not to move like how you move. I gonna understand it. And the next you I meet will never get to play with me.
Yeah.
You can't play with me.
Yeah.
Most people can't play with me. My manager is a savage.
Yeah.
My manager is everybody that talk to me to be like, hey, yeah, just hit Ray. Come on, T. Yo, T. Can you just let Ray know that you talk to me and that you think it's cool? I like, nah, it's good. We good. You good, bro. Just call Ray. Cause Ray don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And Ray don't get, my boy, I genuinely nice.
Yeah.
Another thing, I don't be wrong people because I genuinely nice.
Yeah.
My boy, all in the bit, I be like, yo, bro, you want to come at my house?
Yeah.
My wife cook. Like, I just, good Paul. I don't know. That's just who I is.
Yeah.
So, all the people around me, when them man see how I was, them man were like, nah, we ain't gonna leave nobody take advantage of Theron.
Yeah.
So if you ever, my boy, Benny overprotective of me.
Yeah.
Timothy overprotective of me. Ray overprotective of me. Luke overprotective of me. My wife overprotective of me. And me, I just like, everybody, come get a hug. I love you guys. Like, that's how I is. So that man is like, nah. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, yo, Theron, man, can't be nice to these man. You know what I do? Yeah. But he on the outside though. He ain't gain nothing from me.
Yeah.
It's all good. Nah, man, fuck that. Like I just be like, is all like, I don't know, man. I wake up one day and I just like, I ain't going to spend no part of my life being miserable, being unhappy, or being fucking worried about other people and their upbringing.
Yeah.
Our moral compasses ain't different.
Yeah.
And I could fuck with you from a distance.
Yeah.
You ain't invited to my house for Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
You ain't on my family trip for Christmas.
Yeah.
You ain't in that circle. So if I got to deal with you for 10 minutes, and every time I deal with you, maybe I have to talk to you and give you advice, maybe one day you're going to become a better person.
Yeah.
But if not, the people that like you and love you got to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? I have to deal with it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
My last job I had was at Party City. I had hate that job. I wasn't a big fan of my boss. But I needed to pay child support and I needed to send money home for my daughter. I needed to pay bills I couldn't afford to pay anyways. So I went there and I smiled and I was like, hey, how can I help you? And I get costumes and I blow up balloons. No, I doing what I love. Why? I know I'm doing what I love. I really do it. I know I wrong people I love. You ain't about to come in here and fuck up how I feel because your moral compass off. It'll be like, yeah, Theron, but that nigga was trying to play us. Trying to play me and play. It's like, you are trying to rob me.
Yeah.
But you didn't rob me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good. And I have this thing that I always say, you're going to need me before I need you. You catch me. You catch me.
Yeah.
You get it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Keep going, my brother.
Yeah.
One day, you're going to come to me and you're going to say, yo, I really need you right now.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm glad you said that. I want to talk to you about something. Let's have this conversation.
Sit up.
Yeah. And I don't mind saying that to a man. And I don't mind saying it in the most respectful manner. I gonna remind you,
Yeah.
hey, remember that, you did this. No. Not that I upset. I want to let you know that my price may be this,
Yeah.
but you gonna pay this. So when you go and ask everybody, how come everybody paid less than me? I gonna remind you, you had to do that.
Yeah.
And me forget that.
Yeah.
And if you want to make up for that, you gonna pay that. And if you don't want to make up for that,
It's cool.
then I gonna go about my business.
Exactly.
One monkey don't stop no show. You know what I mean? My boy, Rihanna tell me we can't stop at Sound Dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do 7 for Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber like, nah, that ain't for me.
Yeah.
My boy is a bunch of songs that I could tell you that I do for man, and the man's like, yeah. Hey, replay what for B.O.B. Say what two, and it was for B.O.B. then it was for Sean Kingston. Both of them say the same thing. Nah, this ain't that good. It's too slow.
Wow.
What you want me to say?
Yeah.
You could imagine that. So I was like, I don't mean worry, dog. You know, you can't believe in God and worry at the same time.
Facts.
That's oxymoron.
Right.
You just can't do that. You can't tell me, no man, I believe in God. Man, of course, I know God exists. He in my life. And I worried. Just can't do both.
So this segment of the podcast is really a fun segment for me and
Bam.
Kyle.
Fun
Call
it
the
up.
currency bag. We don't have a physical bag because we're already in our bag. Been in our bag since we've been youth.
Yeah.
Nobody can't tell us nothing.
You
know what
don't
I mean?
know.
But this segment is brought to you by Peterson Transports. If you're looking for something to transport, whether it's cargo, shipping, anything, Peterson Transport, you can find it in the caption. Also by Sonny Carter Home Loans. If you're looking to get a home loan or anything of that nature, again, you can find it in the caption, but it's called the currency bag. This segment
Okay,
right there.
currency bag.
All right, so I'm going to let Kai go first.
Okay.
Are you struggling with having bad credit? Is having a bad credit score affecting your ability to get approved for the things you need in life? Well, guess what? I could help you out. I could get all those negative items removed if we're talking about inquiries, late payments, collections, charge-offs, repossessions, even bankruptcies. We could get those removed from your credit report. Go on www.credible-source.com and fill out an inquiry right now so we could get you to a better credit score so you could get approved for the things you need in life. Talk to y'all soon. Peace. So what we're going to do in the currency bag, we're going to ask a few questions. And we just...
This already sounds stressful.
I'm going to tell you right now, bro, I love you. You are my friend. We could end up not being friends over the currency bag.
Okay.
It's
All right,
serious.
cool.
It's serious.
All right.
So choose wisely. So boom, first
All right.
question. Usher or Nick Daddy Friday?
I have to say Nick Daddy Friday because Nick Daddy Friday was the first performer. I wanted to emulate Friday, the way that he control a crowd and do that. And because I wanted to do, like, Usher didn't affect me until later on in my life, and I'm an adult, but childhood, who I would say I wanted to more be like, were Friday more than Usher. Yeah. I would say Friday for sure.
Boom.
Okay. Country or tongue?
Tongue.
Easy. Okay, cool. Okay.
I ain't from housing. I ain't from yeah, tongue. Straight up.
That's too easy. Let me see. You want to go into the real one now?
No, let's go into the real one.
No, go to
One
no.
more?
One more. yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see if this is. I don't know. Teased chicken fry or Lakes?
Oh, lakes all day. My father used to take me to lakes all the time. You know, when I was a kid, that's like a staple for me. So that just tastes like my childhood. I don't, yeah. Lakes all day.
Most tongue man don't go with teas, but
Yeah,
you
no.
go with stick,
No. My father used to be old too, and he used to take we down to lakes, and we used to be on Cookie Point all the time. So definitely lakes, yeah.
This one gonna be hard because I know both of them manage your bedroom.
Okay.
DPNMN or King and Queen /One Caribbean.
Definitely DPMNN because I just feel like the way that he marketed his brand and the way that he do it, I love it. One Caribbean, I love One Caribbean, and you know Blacks is a good friend, and I still think Blacks finding his footing and doing anything, and I feel like One Caribbean as a brand and as a name is actually way more marketable.
Yeah.
But nobody can beat fee marketing, dog. I can't beat fee marketing. Shit. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. if he really want to make money, nigga, teach a class on marketing in the Virgin Islands. And tell people come and show them how to do that, because that shit that he doing, that man have a store. Not he ain't selling shots, my nigga. Like a Louis store. He have a store. He don't only sell his clothes. You can't go there and buy other man clothes. You only buying clothes. This man still paying the rent, selling these shots. And fuck that. That's genius within itself. That should be studied. Every Virgin Islander entrepreneur trying to do a business. If I open a business in the Virgin Islands, I am telling you straight up, I am going to fee. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to hang with you for a month. You going to tell me how the fuck you pull this off.
Boom.
Right.
Last one.
Coconut
tart, pineapple
tart. We don't need no tart. Guava tastes like shit.
Just need a big bag. I'ma get it so fast, I'm so fast. And when I get that money, I'ma make that last. Caribbean currency, we make that money last. We make it last. I just need a big bag. I'ma get it fast.